Hello, Zero Two. Hello. Yes, I have ascended heaven. Anyways, where's... Oh, there you go. Look, I'm fucking moving again. I'm not a PNG anymore. Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot about God, it's gonna be scary as fuck. What are you fucking playing? Hello, Zero Two. How you doing? He's moving. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Fucking moving. I'm swooping. Yeah. This is gonna be fun. I've been, you know, I've been saving this game for like, years now. Like since I was a kid with sushi, I've been saving this game to like play in a live stream. Cause I actually like horror games, but then I get easily fucking, oh my god, get startled easily. But I still like it. You're gonna see my fucking, you're gonna see my scary side. No, my embarrassing side. Basically, God, detect my eyes, man. Okay, nice. Always feels like the main character is always sleepy or whatever. Anyways, this game big cool. Yeah, kinda. Cause horror. Who doesn't like horror games? Yeah. Okay, attack. Okay, nice. That looks fucking scary. And I think it actually has like Filipino stubs in it because one of the main characters is like Filipino, which is cool. I was like, holy shit, her last name is like one of the, some of the last names are like from Spanish people, or, but then of course we do have some of those, like De La Cruz or De Los Santos, whatever. Anyways, yeah, this is the letter. Hopefully though I don't get startled. Oh. Anyways, let's fucking start this. I'm not a pussy. Oh, what the fuck? Damn. Oh yeah, just a warning that I'm gonna be doing like shit voice acting. Hopefully it's not gonna be too embarrassing. Okay, I'm gonna fuck this already. The Ermengarde Mansion. It was built for Lord William and Lady Elizabeth Ermengarde of Luxbourne, humble ambassador of peace and beloved by their people. Both were well known for their compassion and generosity, never failing to extend a helping hand to anyone in need. Under their influence and wealth, what was once a small sleepy village grew to a... I should probably move my character if they make it a little smaller. Probably this as well. There we go. What was once a small sleepy village grew into a prosperous and bustling town. However, the season and joy eventually ended when good nobles perished at the hands of a great plague. Their riches and legacy were henceforth passed on to their only child, Lady Charlotte Ermengarde. The mansion has stood since the 1620s and witnessed a very long history of joy and pain. After Lady Charlotte committed suicide, the great house was eventually left uninhabited. Okay, sound effects. And that is when it began. That's surrounding villagers spoke to seeing and hearing unearthly things, and cries and howls that filled the nights and hearsay of a mysterious woman roaming in hollowed halls aimlessly. People who dared enter the walls are simply never heard of again. Even after 400 years, these stories remain, much like the house itself. Whispers about the once great house, its legend and its curse, still fall upon the villagers' ears. In spite of this, their current owners are convinced that these stories are nothing more than a hoax. And little regard to the truth, they have a Briar Realty Corporation placed the property back on sale. Like Pandora's box, the secret that lie inside awaits to be discovered by brave souls. No matter what happens, take care not to consume by the cursed. Good luck. Thank you. Heads up to me. I'm fucked, basically. Oh shit. Got
Hello? Isabella? Are you there?
Okay, wait, never
Where
mind.
are you?
There's voice acting to this. Cool. I really thought I was gonna read. It's been a while since I played this game. I mean, I only played like the first thingies. Then I didn't finish it, of course, because I want to save it. Anyways, yeah, let's just fucking go. Stop talking, Ouija. The familiar jittery voice comes from another.
Oh, hey Rose! I'm at St. Goretti High. What's the matter?
Oh wait, this is. I think it's too loud. I really do think it's loud. Anyways.
What do you mean, what's the matter? It's the mansion, silly. I'm here and you're late. Jeez, we're on shift together. You promised. Oh my god, please don't tell me you forgot. You were planning on leaving me to check this place out on my own, weren't you?
Oh.
You chickened out.
Calm down. You know I take my promises seriously.
I mean, if that house is fucking has history, you know, I'm gonna fucking run. Oh my god, 2D girls. I'm scared already. No, we're far from that. We're very far from that.
I'd like to believe that. So hurry up and get here. This place is huge. A bit too quiet since no one's lived here since, like, forever, but beautiful nonetheless.
Okay.
Why are you so surprised? This isn't the first time you've been there.
Oh yeah, British. Oh, Rose is British. So basically, this is Nasus. This is me.
I know. I just wish I could live in a place like
I
this.
die.
It really takes my breath away.
Oh yes. I don't want to do
Yeah, well, I
British
wouldn't be so
accent.
sure about that. Not after the rumors that say it's haunted.
It is.
Jeez, never mind those rumors. Ghosts aren't real after all.
Are you sure about that?
And even if they are, which they are not, they can't do anything. They're nothing but spirits.
You don't know that. They might be listening or watching right now, and they might not be happy with you enough to curse you.
Oh, that sounds like someone. Sounds like you too.
No offense, sweetie, but that's a bit of a stretch.
Okay. Why not detect my eyes, bitch?
Believe it or not, it's better to be careful.
Right. You know, not every property we sell will end up with a dead body stuffed in a sofa.
Oh.
And I think that mansion is where we'll likely find another one. I can feel it.
That was one time, Isabella. Loosen up.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up. I'm just gonna...
Wait, just get here ASAP, please. I'm getting bored being here on my own.
Fine, fine.
Oh,
Let me just
war.
finish up here. I'll be right there
Do
soon.
war.
Okay, see you. Bye.
Who was that?
I look up from the phone. My phone and I see Rebecca. Becca giving me a question of love.
Oh, that? It's just Rose.
Rose? The one you said who trained you for your job back when you started?
Okay, I think she's much more of a British. British accent. I don't know.
You're working together again?
God,
Just
I
for this
can't
property.
tell.
We've been scoping out that big mansion
I
down
can't- I
Ansem
really
Village
can't
after the
tell.
renovations.
I'm sorry, I was talking.
Today's sort of its grand opening to the public. The RC wants to give it one last check before we let potential buyers tour it this afternoon.
Wait, mansion? That big spooky one you've been telling everyone about?
Yeah, spoopy.
Didn't you keep saying how it just gave you the creeps?
But money's money.
You actually went there? And you're going back?
Well, I did promise Rose I wouldn't ditch her. And besides, a job is a job. Gotta do what you gotta do to make a living.
That's right, you gotta do what you gotta do. Exactly. I like Isabel's mindset. That's very nice. As soon as those words leave my mouth, Becca lets out a soft chuckle.
What's so funny?
Her face.
Nothing. It's just that I didn't expect you to say that. Coming from you, it sounds so
Came from you. Sorry, I was just...
out of character. I mean, no offense, but you've been freaking out about the place being creepy ever since you got assigned to it. Cursed rumors and all. I honestly thought you'd back out.
Not all the time. I could really use a huge amount of cash right now, and this is just the fastest way to get it. Plus, listen to this. Briar Realty wants it sold as soon as possible, and the agent who lands the deal is going to get a huge bonus. They never give bonuses like that. They're desperate, I'm desperate, it's perfect.
The sympathetic look crosses her face.
You know, if you're really in urgent need of money, you could have just asked me. Or Ashton. We can always let you borrow, and you can pay us back whenever.
I have to keep myself from groaning out loud. In the years I've known her, I can already tell what to expect once she has that expression.
Becca!
I've noticed that you've been living off instant noodles these past few weeks.
Not bad. Basically me. She crosses her arms and remains at the thought. Sounds like someone has a case. Sounds like me, to be honest. That's more like me, seriously. After, I mean, we're very far away from all the jump scares or whatever. Instantly, though, then I don't remember where it's placed, so I'm still gonna get jump scared. Where? Instantly, I'm reminded by why Becca excels at teaching monsters, teenagers.
Stop eating junk! They're cheap, but they're not good for you.
Still, they're delicious, full of sodium.
You'll definitely end up in the hospital if you keep at it.
Now you're gonna have fucking stones inside your fucking ball. Wait. I was gonna say, I eat things too. You're not my mom.
Hey! I eat other things too.
What do you mean by... Oh, okay. Oh, wait, there's... Oh, that's cool. There's actually affections or whatever. Relationship status. Pretty neat, I guess. Hey, I eat other things too. I fold my arms across my chest, mimicking her posture and giving her the best frown I can muster. The same one I'd use with my younger siblings when they're being difficult. Instead, she only raises her eyebrow at me.
That's not going to work on me. And I saw it when you were cleaning your flat last week. The instant noodle cups outnumber everything else.
Like, I'm scared now.
You're just exaggerating. Did you even see what's in my cupboard yet? I'm not just living on instant noodles alone. I've got canned beans, peas, tuna, ham, and even hamburgers in there.
Becca's wrinkling her nose by the time I get to the end of the small list. She even went a little green on the last one. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Aren't those the same ones you won from the grocer's raffle more than a year ago?
Maybe.
Oh, I sincerely hope you're checking the date stamps on those things before eating
Thank you,
them.
02.
I don't want a repeat of last year. In any case, those are still not exactly healthier choices, Belle.
She shakes her head, possibly laughing at some funny distant memory. Canned beans? Okay, she... I guess so. I mean, Americans do eat, like, canned beans as well. And this might be a hot take, but I don't like beans. I like sweet beans, like the one you put in mochis or whatever. Anyways, let's go to the story. When she looks up, I immediately brace myself. More words from her. Sometimes it's just better to let Becca talk until she's out of things to say. That's right. You got already 3 mouths, lady. What? No. And then she turns her attention back to me. There is only warmth in her smile.
What am I going to do with you?
Exactly. She says this more to herself than me, her voice shifting to something kinder, even motherly, if I'm looking for the exact word.
I hope you know that it's impossible not to worry about you when you're like this. You don't have to keep eating the same thing. I already told you before. You're always free to reheat food in my fridge.
Thanks, Becca. I really appreciate it, but you don't need to keep babying me.
God, I wish I had a friend like that and just coming over and like, hey, can I eat fucking anything inside your cupboard or whatever? Sure, go ahead, just grab some. Time to eat. Basically, like, freeloading.
You've been taking care of me since after I moved here. You have to take a break sometime. And before you ask again, no. You know I'm not a fan of borrowing money. And I'm not going to ask you to give me what you earned hard for yourself.
You and your pride. But suit yourself. The offer stays on the table, though.
I know her response, if only to get her to drop the topic. But I'm pretty certain I will never take that offer. Ever. It has nothing to do with pride. I've simply seen plenty of times how friendship can take a turn for the worse just because of a few unpaid debts. I don't want something like that to happen between me and Becca. We may argue a lot of small, petty things, but she already feels like a real sister to me. I don't want to lose that friendship over something so trivial. Becca's movement when she takes a quick glance at something behind me snaps me out of my thoughts.
Well, enough chit-chat. Lunch is ending, and my students will be back any minute.
Oh, she looks young for a teacher.
We can catch up later.
Later. Later,
Good
bitch.
luck with your clients. You better treat us to lunch or something if you get that sale.
You bet!
With a small smile, she returns to her desk and begins sifting through the pages of a rather thick history book. She's probably working on next week's lesson plan. Or trying at least. Her eyes are distant and she doesn't seem too attentive to whatever is on the page. As if she heard my thoughts, Becca starts coughing heavily. Her hand hastily goes to her mouth and stifle the sounds. This is precisely why I followed her here. For someone who makes a habit out of worrying about other people, Becca sure forgets how to take care of herself.
Hey, you sure you can manage on your own? I mean, you're still a bit feverish.
Hush, don't you worry about me.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about me. I'm sick as well.
I'll just drink some medicine and I'll be right as rain.
Okay. Go ahead. Who cares? I leave her with a flat look. She has had a cold a couple of days now. Something about the strange weather are not agreeing to her lately. And despite my advice to take the week off and rest, I found her apartment empty when I dropped by this morning. And she even left a message in her doctor prescribed. Look who's being stubborn now.
You shouldn't even be working right now.
Seriously, you big baby. I'll be fine. For now, just go to work and stop making that Rose girl wait for you.
I'll get you, beep baby.
I'll call you if I still feel bad. And you can come pick me up if it makes you feel any better.
She offers me a reassuring smile, and I can only sigh. Why do I even bother? There is nothing stopping her when she has decided on something. Defeated, I reach inside my bag and pull out the same bottle of medicine she left earlier. She look at it inwardly when I place it in front of her. Unfortunately for her, this is one thing that I'm not letting her have her way.
Alright, but don't forget what the doctor said. Drink this on time. I'll see you later, okay?
There's an amused gleam in her eyes when she shifted them back to me.
Look who's playing the mother hen now.
Rebecca!
Okay, okay. I won't tease anymore. I'll make sure to drink it, Mom.
Before I can retort, she casts another look at the clock. I think that is a sign that it's finally end of the conversation and my short visit. With a small wave, I leave her alone to her classroom and her thoughts. I hail a passing taxi to take me to the property as soon as I leave the school grounds. The mansion in some ways out in the countryside, but I don't have trouble giving drivers directions. Apparently, everyone in Luxembourg City knows of it, including every bit of rumors running the place. In fact, just the mention of the name is enough for the locals to give you cautious, sidelong glances. I learned that the hard way for the first time I commuted there, and it only boosted my belief that there's something more to the house. Even news of it being renovated and placed back to the market has caused quite a stir. Thankfully, it died down in a few weeks. The place would have become a lot harder to sell otherwise. I averted my eyes from the window once. The building shrinks in the distance. We get a glimpse of the countryside soon, although a quick glance at my watch tells me we're still a few minutes away from our destination. Might as well get some work done. Rose did ask me to review mansion documents. I already looked them over last night, but you never know. You never know when things may go wrong. Life has always of messing things up like that. Halfway through reading the papers, my phone rings again. I pick it up without looking, neatly tucking it between my ears and shoulders. It's probably just Rose again.
Rose?
Anyway.
Guess again.
Oh, it's Ash Ketchum from Pokemon. That voice.
Bingo.
Hey, what's up?
Just checking if you're still cool later this evening.
You mean that thing with Zach?
Yeah. He even called in the middle of the night just to remind me.
No, don't worry. I didn't forget.
Cool. I'll see you later. What time do you get off?
Around 6 p.m.? I don't know. It's the first day of the Ermengarde Mansion's open house, and we're expecting quite a number of potential buyers. I'll be booked the whole afternoon.
Ermengarde Mansion?
You know, the big Jacobean mansion at Anselm Village? I'm on my way there right now, actually.
On your own?
Yeah, well, Rose is already there, but yeah.
I see. Looks like the scaredy cat finally toughened up.
Shut up!
Ash chuckled and I can't help but roll my eyes upon hearing it.
I'll see you later. Drop me a call when you're done. I'll see if I can pick you up.
Whatever. Bye.
Tsundere, stupid Ash. Okay, clever. Stupid Ashhole, always teasing me whenever he sees a chance. I'll show him who's tough. That's right, you dumb girl. You dumb girl. It takes a few minutes until I finally reach the infamous mansion. I have to admit, the entire property does look wonderful from the outside. Yet despite all of this, it does nothing to hide that something is just wrong. Yeah, there's just this ominous vibe to this mansion, I guess. The surrounding area is unusually silent, and only the rustling of the leaves can be heard as the occasional breeze passes. Ash, I know, right? It's pretty good. My Anselm village is just a few miles away. Everybody keeps their distance on purpose. Perhaps out of fear, the horror of falling under the mansion's curse. Somehow it makes me feel sad. The lack of immediate human presence just makes this place all the more eerie than it has any right to be. If it's uncanny in broad daylight, I can't imagine how this place looks at night.
Are you planning to go inside that place, Missy?
Yeah, she's like selling the house, right? The voice here makes me jump out of my skin. Would I completely take him? Wait, why was I? Okay, without completely taking my eyes away from the house, I give the driver a confused nod. I beat past this while I wait for him to say more, but his only answer is a non-committal hum. Belatedly, it occurs to me that he must have been waiting for my payment. I mentally slap myself for spacing out and promptly hand him a fair up the apologetic look. I expected him to leave as soon as I paid, but there's a hesitant expression on him, as if something hasn't been said yet.
Is there something wrong?
Look, Missy, I'm sure you've heard what the people are telling everyone about that
Yeah,
place.
yeah, blah blah blah. Haunted, yeah.
Nobody likes to be disturbed when they're at peace, and I'm pretty sure whatever they say is in that house doesn't want to either. I admit they did a good job fixing it up, but there must have been a reason why even distant relatives of the family who used to own the house never lived in there despite inheriting it. No wonder they wanted to get rid of it.
Maybe they just didn't like it?
You never know.
Man, this taxi driver though, full of fucking conspiracy theories. Legit, no one buy properties for this stuff above, only the land. Yeah, that's kind of true. They're like gonna be planting another stuffs in that place. But then I wonder if, I mean, I for myself like kind of believe on ghosts. I mean, I would say that there's a ghost, like right now. But then what happens if like the place is like removed, the mansion, and it's gonna be replaced in like a hospital or any other building? Is that ghost gonna be still in there and in that lot or whatever? Anyways, let's just go. Fuck that conspiracy theories. Anyways, he drives off after, but what he said has left a foreboding feeling in my gut. I breathe out of a heavy sigh as I approach the house. After hearing enough of the rumors, I should have expected the conversation to take that turn, but I'm already here, backing out. It's completely out of the question. Ooh, she chicken out. She trying to chicken out. It's not like I have a choice anyway. If I want to get out of the bonus of commission, one way or another, I've got to sell this property. I mean, it's not gonna be your problem when you sell the house. It's gonna be the whoever owns it. Who's gonna have the problem for it. The door is ajar when I get to it. However, while my open copy of the key is dangled uselessly in my hand, Rose must have left it open when she arrived. That's weird. We may be the only people here this early, but I've never known her as someone careless. Ghost versus a EX3000 360 control heavy range scooper. Who will win? God, that I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, you could tell me. What even is a fucking EX3000? I mean, I only know about the Gok 3000. Anyways. Entering. What greets me inside leaves me gaping. They've cleaned every corner, waxed the floor, dusted the antiques, searched every nook, crannies, and crevice, and made it a spick and span. All for the sake of making the mansion more enticing to the modern day lords and ladies. But no matter how hard they try, the mansion still looks as soulless as ever, as though it's going to eat you alive. If you ask me, they should have just listened to what the other people had been telling them and leave this place alone. Some things in the world are better left alone, never to be disturbed ever again.
Rose?
Damn, that echo though.
Rose, I'm here. Where are you?
That's so cool. My voice echoes softly throughout the hallways. And, oh, who am I kidding? In a place this big, I don't think she'll hear me no matter how deafening the silence is. She could be all the way on the other side of the property for all I know. Ghosts usually haunt something. What if we make that something into absolute dirt and dust? I guess so. It's like a moving thing now. All you can do is, I mean, if you make it like dirt and dust, then you're just gonna be doing you're gonna be doing it on other stuffs as well, like other stuffs. Or maybe I don't know. What if I'm just a fucking Vtuber? Quickly, I reach out on my phone and dial her number.
The
But
number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please
Oh.
check and try again.
that's about time. That's about time. What do you mean? Has not been recognized. We have just talked a while ago. It's not like she has eaten in the house, right? I should probably make this a little smaller. Because it's really, this is really covering. Okay, there you go. Or maybe the ghost did hear us talking and spirited her away, right? Right? No, Isabella, don't be ridiculous. She probably just wandered deeper into the house and lost signal or something. I dial her number again, hoping the call will connect this
The number
time.
you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
But to no avail. Oh boy, I have a very bad feeling about this.
Rose? If you can hear me, please come out.
Yeah, she's being a little pushy. Yeah, she's scared.
Come on, Rose. This isn't funny. You know this place gives me the creeps.
No answer. This isn't going to work. This place is big. She could be anywhere. I need to start looking for her. I take a deep breath before venturing deep into the mansion. Taking a couple of steps forward, I notice something. Move to the ground. Really?
What the hell? Rose? Rose, is that you?
Wait, I was not focused on anything. Wait, did something really did move? Oh my god, they died. No, not yet. They're gonna die later if I make the wrong choice.
Not funny. I'm leaving you if you don't come out.
Free life insurance. Ooh.
Not coming out, huh?
Fine, I'm going.
Okay, that's a lie. She's my friend. I can't really leave until I know she's alright. Growing desperate, I try to contact her number again. Come on, please give me something. Please, Lord. Finally!
Hello? Hello? Rose, I'm here at the mansion. Where the hell are you?
She doesn't respond. There's also heavy static coming on the other side. Ooh. I sincerely hope that it doesn't get cut off again before I can get an answer from her.
Rose, come on. Where are you?
A few moments pass until the static eventually starts to quiet down. Huh? The fuck? Is there a frog? Is there a frog behind you?
What? The attic?
What the fuck is this? Crap, it got cut off. Man, do I really need to go there? With how deep inside the mansion the attic is, there's barely any signal there. No wonder I can't contact her. But why is she there? Out of all places, she just has to make me go fetch her in the creepiest room of this place. Is she doing this to get back at me for being late? Whatever, I'll just go. The sooner I meet her, the sooner I'll feel better about being here. I carefully make my way up the staircase, my legs wobble as I mentally curse at the fact that I've chosen a real estate instead of picking a career that doesn't involve strange abandoned houses. Upon reaching the top, the grand hallway greets me. Oh, the wind. Cozy, though not yet creepy. It branches out of two major wings of the mansion, the east and the west wing. There are two attics here, one on each side, but the east one has converted to a storage room of sorts, and somehow I find it least likely for Rose to wander there by herself. Besides, she never did like going into stuffy storage rooms. So if I head towards the west wing first, where the simple wooden door at the end of the hall opens to a small room. Inside is another set of steps leading into the second attic. Unlike the grand staircase though, the stairs of the attic are steep and narrow, made of old stones and covered with thick coating and dust that kicks up into an air with every step. Thank God it's still daytime. But yeah, I'm gonna run out of fucking voice of reading this. If it wasn't for the lights streaming through the door behind me, I might easily stumble and fall. With how old this place is, there are no light fixtures to illuminate the cramped passage up. Why they didn't bother to add one here and there when they renovated escapes me. Sheesh. Sheesh! They did it with the rest of the house. Oh, God. A small bedroom welcomes me at the end. It looks exactly as it is since the last time I've been here. Full of dust, worn out and faded by time. Odd, I thought they cleaned everything. Did the crew miss this room? Cleanliness is the least of my concerns right now. The more pressing matter is Rose. She's not here. Was I dreaming when I talked to her a while ago? Did I mishear her? Oh no, it could have been a dream. After all, the creepy ambience in this estate is doing such a remarkable job of making sure that stay alert and awake. I'm sure she said she's here. Is this a prank? Or maybe that phone call was Rose's last message to me before the curse got to her. Shut up, brain. You are not helping. Nobody heard that. Don't make this scarier than it already is. But if she's not here, then where is she? Holy fuck. What the hell was that? That's it. I can't do this anymore. I'm leaving. You must have angered the spirits living here. I knew disturbing this mansion was a bad idea. Right from the very start. But nobody listened. Be fucking realistic, they said. They think that I'm a cuckoo. Because I believe in curses and ghosts and all that. Ripros die. I wish you had a good life insurance. Me and my outlandish backwater country beliefs. I've always tried to be a model employee, but not this time though. I think there's upcoming choices that's gonna happen. I'm turning back for the sake of my sanity. Briar Realty can find another agent who is more fucking realistic to tour people around the haunted house. Before leaving, I take one last look at the gloomy old room just to check.
What's this?
Yep, you're fucked. Isabella, you're fucked, basically. My worries about Rose whereabouts must have caused me to miss this first to enter the room. But there's clearly something on the floor. It looks like... Okay, that's the title of the fucking game. The letter. They're fucked. Lying on the ground, just a couple of inches away from my feet. Out of sheer curiosity, I lean down and pick it up. Strange. I don't recall seeing this in the last time I was here. A few days back, me and a few other agents inspected the mansion to prep for today. Yeah, my voice is changing as well. I have been the last to look inside the attic and leave, and this certainly hadn't been here before. Some must have left in this room since then. Did Rose leave this for me? Was she here a while ago? I couldn't miss her though, could I? There's only one set of stairs leading to the attic. The letter isn't exactly as pristine condition. In fact, it looks rather ancient. The paper is so thin and rough. I worry that it'll fall apart if I so much as touch it. But with great care, I open it and I read, and it shakes me to my core.
What? Oh my god.
Help me on probably red painting. Yeah, totally, red painting. Nothing but the words "help me" fills the page. All of it, seemingly written in with a crimson shaded pen. Or Red paint! I gulp. The same phrase just goes on and on until... Send this to 5 people or else.
Send this to 5 people or else.
Stop repeating what I said,
Or
Isabella.
else what? Or else what?
We're gonna get your life insurance, don't worry. As quickly as I can scan back up the paper and peek into the envelope to make sure I'm not missing out on the second page. But there's nothing.
No. Oh, please, no.
Okay, who's gonna be the 5 people? Who's gonna be dying? I hope you have a best in life. My hands tremble as dread creeps over me. The room is suddenly getting colder. I need to get out of here. Folding the paper in half, I sight that greets me next is frozen on the spot. Okay, if anybody has a foot fetish, do you like these types of things? Well, okay. A pair of blood-soaked feet enters my field of vision covered in gaping wounds, with skin eaten away to real flesh and bone. And all manner of things one isn't meant to see. Oh, so this is the origin that is of the chain mail in my mail. It's too much. All of it is too much. I want to cry, call for help, but the words catch in my throat. Even my feet won't move, completely paralyzed out of terror. Okay. Okay. Here's 2 choices. Lord, please help me. 02? I mean, you're the only one with me, so... You want the honors? Be brave and look up, or close eyes and pray. 02? I know you're there. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, we're gonna read this later. Wow! 02, you're being a pussy? Are you being a pussy boy? I'm joking, but are you sure? I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, pray to daddy. Yeah, daddy's already in front of us. So, I guess. Also, the delay is like 20 seconds, so. Okay, sorry. I shut my eyes tight, muttering fervent prayers under my breath.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is. Prayers taught on me as a child by my mama and papa slips out instantly through my teeth. Because God, oh God, if you have to listen to any of my prayers, please listen to this one. And if God doesn't listen, at least I won't see the thing that kills me. A cold comfort. I wait. And I wait some more. And when nothing happens, I dare to take a peek. I only find out that ghost, a thing, whatever it is, gone. I guess it was just our imagination then. And yeah, I forgot to save. I guess we can't say whatever that is anymore. Anyways, let's just... First, let's see their backgrounds. Isabella. Maria Isabella Grace Cruz Santos. Yeah, sounds like a Filipino name. Birthday May 28, Gemini, 26 years old, height 5'2", wash, pretty small, occupation estate agent, nationality Filipino, that's right, religion Roman Catholic, just like me, education, fine arts, undergraduate, likes common roles, okay, Hannah, no, okay. Timeline. Before going to the Emigard mansion, Isabella Santos dropped by the same. Oh, it's just okay. Just repeating the same thing. Relief washes over me as I slowly get up on my feet and back away towards the door. Wrenching it open, I step out without a second thought and make a run for it. Down the stairs and on the hallway. I take a look back and make sure that it isn't behind me. Any other person might have stopped, dismissed, as tricking light in an overreactive imagination. But I am not taking any chances. I am not giving that thing another chance to catch me off guard. I don't think I'll ever feel safe until I get out of here. Whatever that is, every warning bell in my mind is telling me that it's going to jump out at any moment and get me while I'm still at this place.
I told them! I freaking told them! Oh man, oh man, oh man!
Aw. Racing down the stairs, a breathy laugh escapes me and my shoes slip and I find myself falling until my... oh my god, my eyes were shaking as well until my back hits the ground and the pain racks my body. Oh, shit. It's following us, okay? My head grows fuzzy and my vision dims as I fight to stay conscious.
Go.
Man, look his feet, get some Sigmund DNA and gain power. Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, you might get power from that. Whatever that thing is. Though they look like a fucking corpse. Last thing I see are those feet before all I know is darkness. Journal updated. A buzz breaks the silence. I start to ruse, pulled into a consciousness against my will. I've never felt this tired before. I think someone's talking to us. I just want to sleep, but the insistent buzzing, poking, and prodding isn't letting me. My old mattress may not be comfy as places, but it doesn't make me any more eager to wake up. Oh.
5 more minutes, Becca.
I swat away at what the nudging persisted at my side. Come on, can I get a few extra minutes of sleep today? I promise I'll work hard once I'm up. A hand lightly taps my cheek and something cold is suddenly being pressed at my back of my head. An icy sensation slowly spreads throughout the area, giving me an uncomfortable feeling. She's dead. She's in heaven.
Isabella?
The fog immediately lifts from my mind, and in the moment I recognize the voice, and my eyes snap open. That's too. Ooh! Ooh! Oh! Hello there! Another woman loiters beside her, but my attention is too focused on my co-agents to even ask why there's someone else with her. Rose's posture just screams worry, although she's keeping a straight face, or trying at least. I can't help but feel bad at making her fret. A wave of dizzy washes over me, and as soon as I try to get up, forces me to lie back down again. Luckily, the feeling subsides after a few seconds until only a mild throbbing somewhere at the back of my head remains. It's a trap set. Yeah, maybe one of them has a dick. I don't like that. But for tonight, with a little assistance from Rose, I pushed myself upright. She had me in an ice pack and gestures for me to press it, where I suspect a small bump has already formed. If the light egg in the area indicates anything.
Alright, Isabella, where are we?
The Ermengarde mansion. Ow, my head.
And the date today?
October 21st? Rose.
Last one. Can you count to 15 in reverse order?
15, 14, 13, 12-teen. No, that's wrong.
Funny, 12-teen.
Why are we doing this?
She's just checking if your injury is in any way serious.
She counted 12-teen. Maybe it is. Oh. This time, I curiously regarded the woman standing beside her Rose. It's impossible to overlook her. What would that way of tower? Wait, what? What with the way she towers over us? And here I thought Rose is already tall. Who is she anyway? One of the remaining cleaning crews? Oh, with how prettily dressed she is, I don't think anyone would want to clean in a suit. An expensive suit at that. The gloves alone must have already cost a fortune. Her eyes slowly shifts between me and Rose, considering that almost unreadable expression before finally fixing a sharp gaze on me. I can't help but fold my arms protectively over myself, and she does so. She may be far from a cleaning crew, but she certainly looks like like our supervisor during evaluation.
Just do it, please.
I eye them both warily, but recite everything as she asks. Rose releases a breath of relief once I'm done.
You scared me for a moment there. I was about to call for an ambulance. Are you alright?
She's fine. A nice aspiration soon replaces a dull ache. A memory is a little fuzzy, but the attic and...
There was someone, Rose. In the attic.
Someone? You mean a client? Oh, that's unlikely. It's probably just one of the cleaning crews. The boss sent a few of them back this morning for some last minute...
No, not any of those. They're, I'm not actually sure. Wait, didn't I call you? You said you were in the attic when you answered. That's why I went there in the first place.
Both Rose and the lady look at me like I've just grown another head. What do you mean? Okay, 0 to you, but you might be right. You probably had another head, like down there. Oh no. I did say something weird. Rose quickly casts an apologetic smile at the woman before an awkward silence stretches on further. In her saleswoman smile, the same one she taught me back when I was still in her training. I should show this to troublesome clients or just avoid the trouble in general, she advised. It's also the same one that she gives me when I've done something particularly absurd that may cause us to lose potential sale. Her eyes are seriously when she turns back to me. She takes both of my shoulders, gently squeezes it, and with a much patience she can muster.
As much as I'd love to have gotten at least a heads up of your arrival, I didn't really get a call from you. You know, signal here is absolutely horrendous. I was in the garden earlier and couldn't even make a single call. Isabella, I'm going to ask again. Are you really alright?
I don't know. It's all a bit blurry. I remember I was looking for you, but you weren't in the attic. And there's... whoever it is. Then I must have tripped on a rug or something on the way down. Oh no. Do you think someone came in while you were out? You left the main door open. We are so going to get into big trouble if something gets stolen, Rose.
Perhaps it is a concussion.
Are you sure you feel fine? We could still call for an ambulance. I could cover for you.
No, I'm fine. I'm okay, Rose. I can work.
Wait. Hold your horses, Rose. I can't just miss an important sale because of a minor bump in my head. An extremely minor bump. I've had worse when I was a kid. This is nothing. Oh my god, the signal is bad. Only one explanation. Metal. This place isn't mine.
Besides, if I leave, you'll have to shoulder everything in the open house. Alone. And in a mansion this big?
Well, there's also the part where I may lose the bonus BRC promise, but that's completely besides the point. Imagine the riches below. Wait. What do you mean mine? Like, an actual mining site? Rose gives me this skeptical look when I return the cold compress to her and push myself off the floor. I have to use the staircase railings to sedate myself, but otherwise I feel fine.
See? I'm A-okay.
The two of them exchange a worried glance, and Rose assumes a contemplative look. Oh, an actual mind. Wait, I'm sorry, I'm so dense that like I can't really understand some of the jokes that you do say. It's like very five head, or like very high IQ. The ground below has a lot of metal causing magnetic fields making the signal back. It's just money. Oh, I see. Oh, that kind of makes sense actually.
All right, you in.
But then, actually, yeah, I guess they're metal still, even though they're ores.
If I see that you aren't feeling well, I'm taking you personally to the nearest clinic to have you checked. Clear?
Clear. Ghost must. I say we go to get a load and tear this place down. Actually, wait, I think you're onto something. Maybe there is a mine down this place, but probably just not metal, probably just bodies or bones.
Clear as day, ma'am. Thanks, Rose.
But maybe made of gold. Never know. Okay.
You insisted. But remember what I said. First sign of you looking not okay, and we're off. No questions asked.
It's just a small bump. Don't worry.
You shouldn't downplay these kinds of things. It could be a serious injury for all we know.
Suddenly, a small cough sounds against the wall of the fire, interrupting our banter. The woman is looking expectantly at the two of us, her stare making me shrink back a little on myself. She isn't really intimidating. Well, she is, but not in a scary negative way. Apart from it, actually, her demeanor simply commands an air of sophistication and respect. In a different world, a younger me would have probably wished to be like her. At our lack of response, she comes again, lifting a well-trimmed eyebrow at me. Question. Words get caught in my throat in the sight of it, and Rose, as usual, is swift to catch
My
blunders.
sincerest apologies, Mrs.
Miss
Miss McCulloch. Marianne McCulloch.
McCulloch. Did I say that right? McCulloch. Okay, she hands over her business card. Marianne McCulloch. Traily Rose Designs. Interior design. Okay, whatever. The words interior designer catches my eye before my partner flips it over. Well, probably someone interested in the mansion of her. Its 17th century influences. Then, I won't hold it against her though. Despite the hearsay and remaining uninhabited for years, the mansion's original fittings and furniture have been kept completely intact and restored to pristine condition. Wait, how did you know she's Irish? Because of McCulloch? Their last name McCulloch? I suppose some of the people find that trip to the past feeling appealing. After all, wait, it's Act 3! Wait! It's Jacksepticeye! Oh, then yeah, it's female. It's a female Jacksepticeye! It's a fucking potato! After all, with what it offers, this place could also be a haven where people looking to live somewhere with a classic historical charm.
Miss McCullough, I'm Rose Cooper, and this is my partner, Isabella Santos. We're just ironing out a few things, but we'll be starting the tour soon enough.
Oh, really? McCulloch's only in Ireland.
In the meantime, we've prepared some refreshments for you in the parlor while you're waiting. If you could please.
McLaughlin. Oh, yeah! McLaughlin. McLaughlin. yeah. Sean McLaughlin or McLaughlin.
Thanks. There's no need for it, though. I just dropped by for a quick survey of the
Wait.
place.
Is that an Irish accent? Or no? I really can't tell.
I thought I should check the estate before I meet with the homeowners.
Russ's confusion is impossible to miss when she glances at me, and I return it with an equally perplexed look. And against my better judgment, I blurt out the first question that comes to mind.
I'm sorry. Homeowners?
I should have kept my mouth shut. A flash of irritation crosses her face, but it instantly disappears under a mask of professional detachment.
Yes. Hannah, right? I was hired by her to handle the interior design for their newly bought home.
Oh,
This is the Ermengarde mansion, right?
right.
It is, but
Oh, it's still... Okay, I guess it's still British. She pauses, possibly trying to find the right words to fix our situation without offending someone. Suddenly, Rose nudges me with her elbow. Well, check it out. Well, we'll check it with our supervisor. Those few moments have given me enough time to clear my head of any nervousness or confusion clouding. Oh, nice! Marianne. Marianne... McCulloch. Got it. I think I fucked that up.
It is, ma'am, but we weren't aware the mansion has already been sold.
What do you mean?
I almost flinch when she turns her gaze on me, but I stand my ground. Besides, it isn't like I haven't dealt with awkward situations like this before. I may screw up at times, but it doesn't mean I haven't learned a thing or two in the 5 years I've worked in the business.
The mansion is indeed for sale, ma'am. Today's the open house, in fact. However, we haven't heard anything from the higher-ups that a deal has already been closed for this particular property. If you'd like, my co-agent and me can check with them right now.
She nods, seemingly indeed thought after I've finished. She appears to be a reasonable person anyway. Given to the proper explanation, she'd surely understand.
I thought something looked odd when I arrived here. Excuse me, I think I need to make a call to my secretary.
Okay,
Thank you for your assistance, Miss Santos.
Wow, she said Santos in like the actual accent that is used to, but how it's pronounced. Santos. With a slight wave of her hand, she leaves us, and it seems to be the end of it. Both Rose and I breathe a sigh of relief. Disaster averted. I also don't miss the thumbs up that she gives me for doing a good job. I can't help but swallow with pride. Still, I've already prepared myself to dial the number to the Luxburn office and check even if she didn't ask for it. I will be very frustrated if for some reason something has already been decided without my and Rose's knowledge. That's a whole new level of unfair. We've been working hard on this. Moments later, Miss McCulloch returns, looking a little frustrated with an apology clear in her face. Aww. Look at that little bush, though. I feel a little sorry for her having to go through all this trouble.
There seems to have been a little misunderstanding with my client. If you'll allow it, I'd like to stay and wait for them here. I was informed they'll be dropping by for the open house today. I figured it'd be a waste to just leave after that long drive. I might as well meet him here.
certainly. You could stay at the parlor in the meantime, ma'am. I'm sure it won't be long before our guests arrive. And, Isabella, I left a few documents in my car. You know where I keep those.
In your ass?
Can you please get it for me?
Oh wait, she said car. I'm a dumbass. Rose takes a glance at her wristwatch before tossing me a set of
And
keys.
hurry! We've still got a few minutes to double check those papers.
Okay, got it.
Got it. Two of them disappear behind the parlor's door. Their departure brings with it a stillness to keep me company, neither welcoming nor comforting. Alone like this, it's impossible not to think of what really happened. I wish the memory isn't as elusive as it normally is. But if she speaks fast, it's a Irish accent. I'm just imagining what Jack would sound like. I guess, yeah, I guess so. Then again, Rose already said she didn't receive any call from me. Was it just paranoia, or temporary lapse after having heard all those tales about this place? Probably. I won't think of it as such. Better think of it as such, so I can work in peace. Except a small part of my mind begs to differ. And if I am going to be completely honest with myself, I want nothing more than to leave this place as soon as possible. I don't know what's in this house. I don't want to know. Yeah, 02. Am I reading things correctly? I don't know. Sometimes I speak too fast or whatever. The keys Rose have just handed me dig into my palm. Its jagged edge creating a shallow ridge on my skin from how hard I'm clutching it. It's a reminder of what I still need to do and why I have taken this job in the first place. Hugging my blazer closer to my body, I exit the house to get what Rose has asked me for. Just a few more hours, Isabella. You good? I'm using you as a samurai. Okay. Sell the house, get the money. Okay, okay, what the fuck was that? Damn. A flock of people have already gathered in the mansion front yard. By the time we officially open the doors. You're playing League? Why? What happened? I'm not sure whether I feel baffled or underdressed, standing in their presence. Men and women of wealth and status has dressed to a nines in a fancy suit and lovely dresses in varying colors compose a medium-sized crowd. Their necks, arms, and fingers are adorned with silver and gold, glinting in the afternoon sun. Some even have ridiculous fancy feathered hats on their heads. I really hope there aren't any magpies living nearby like in the stories. Those birds will have a field day. Those birds will have a field day in this. They are murmuring amongst themselves, looking at the estate's facade appraisingly, with some arguing about whose mansion has the superior architecture. But most of it stops as Rose calls for their attention. They don't look pleased at being ordered around, but what can they do about it?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rose Cooper, and this is my partner, Isabella Santos. We'll be taking a tour of the mansion in 2 groups. Please make sure you filled up our sign-in forms before joining a specific group.
Those who want to look around the first floor, please follow my partner. I'll be guiding the ones who wish to see the ground floor.
Hearing this, if you wonder to me, they are mostly old ladies who seem daunted at the idea of climbing all those stairs. Miss McCullough also joins our group, but what really catches my eye is the elegantly dressed pair she approaches.
It's so nice to finally meet you! When
Wow.
Chief Inspector Lee mentioned that a famous interior designer is in town, I knew I had to get you.
Wow, a rich lady and someone looks like an asshole. Cool.
Your confidence in my skills is very flattering, ma'am.
I'm sure you won't disappoint, Marianne.
Damn.
Oh, you know
Nice
each
voice
other?
though.
Not at all, ma'am.
You mentioned something about a Marianne on our way here, darling?
Oh, yes, I think I did.
Ah, they must be the kind she was talking about. I might have seen her face somewhere before. Some magazine or television? I can't quite remember. But then again, most of the guests have likely ended up on the news one way or another. I won't be surprised if these two already have. For people who are popular though, they aren't dressed as loudly as the others, and in their simplicity, the couple stands out. The woman in particular is stunning enough to turn the heads of most people in my group, especially the man with wandering eyes. The guy standing beside her doesn't seem to mind though. And if I'm going to be a bit bolder with my assumptions, I'd say he's basking in the attention. Both of them, in fact. I think they are brother and sister. I think they're siblings. Fuck's sake. If it wasn't for their public display of affection. The matching rings on their fingers just cements the fact that they are indeed a couple. Whatever. Couple or not, what's important is we get this deal closed before the current owners can even think of canceling the listing. I just hope one of the people in my or Rose's group is brave and generous enough to buy this mansion. So, with the papers in hand, I lead the way. And they whisper, and they aren't whispering among themselves or going ooh and ah over one thing or another. They ask questions from how the restorations process went to the history of the place. I answer them all, more than happy to talk about the art pieces and architecture mostly. However, I'm carefully not to mention anything about the urban legend. Not a good material of sales talk, even if the entire population of Luxport known about it.
Some of the furnishings here are actually the 17th century originals, all of which have undergone a painstaking restoration process just to return its original beauty.
Even the glass thing. Colorful ones. Oh, I don't know, but you get the idea, I hope.
Especially that one, ma'am. It is said to be a gift commissioned by the fiancé of Lady Charlotte Ermengarde.
Oh, so fancy.
The mansion's current owners have specifically requested that the restoration crew take great care in handling it. It's a priceless work of art and the most distinctive feature of the mansion.
By the time I've stopped talking, her attention is already elsewhere.
Isn't this place wonderful, darling? I told you it's not a total waste of your time.
I don't know. Isn't it a bit too small? We might have to break a wall down to have more room.
Wait, how big is your house?
Well, I think it is just right. Don't you think so, Marianne?
It is splendid, ma'am. But isn't it a little too early to make plans when no deal has been signed yet?
Never mind that. It isn't going to be a problem. We've got a wonderful legal team to handle everything. Start taking notes, though. I think I've got a few things I want changed before we move in.
The rest of their conversation gets lost in the chatter of our companions. I don't want to make any assumptions yet, but their sheer interest is enough to give me some semblance of hope. Oh, please, please, please let these guys be the one. Eventually, our group reaches the kitchen. God, I'm losing my voice. I'm losing my voice. And why is it I'm always like, my eyes are closed? Okay, anyways. Much like the rest of the house, a great deal of effort has been put in retaining the room's classical appeal. The open heart at the end of the room, in particular, looks amazing, like the ones I've only seen in fairy tale books. Legal team, fuck, you can raise our price. Oh yeah, you might get all these attorneys to us. Turn this into an action. Turn this into an auction, and bam! About 150%. Oh yeah. Yeah, they should have done that. That's like much better. I'll take $1 million for this open house. Fuck the urban legends. Oh no! I can give me the. What am I doing, man? Seriously, after overhearing hundreds of your complaints about the suit of tar staining the bricks and how much of a pain in the ass cleaning this will be, they still managed to pull it off, or make it look presentable at least.
The highlight of the room, however, is what's underneath this hatch here.
Oh, don't say anything yet. An underground wine cellar.
Hey, Zero, that might be the place where all the metal is. We're gonna go mining, dude. But I'll be back. I just need to, like, grab water. God, my throat is so fucked. Hold on. Hold on just a second. Sorry. I'm back. Hello. Epic. Time to be a miner. I mean a miner. What do you mean by miner? Yeah, I kind of need to eat. Hold on. It's already 10:14 and I haven't eaten anything. Now now it's really becoming an ASMR. Oh, look at that. For fuck's sake. There's a little break. Don't mind me. I'm just munching down some bread. I'm really hungry. Sorry for the noises. What do you mean very breathable? What do you mean? I'm just eating, man. Yeah. Oh. I think I'm good. Anyways, let's go. For fuck's sake, I have to read again. Okay, this is the first time the guy in gray speaks up. Mr. Luke, right? Mr. Luke, right? My memory supplies from the forms they signed earlier. His sudden attentiveness catches me off guard. Since the start of the tour, only his wife has shown any form of genuine interest in this place. But this time, something lights up in his eyes at the mention of the undercroft. What's so interesting about a basement? I really don't understand rich people sometimes. Right now, he just gives me the impression of a child who has seen what he absolutely wants for Christmas. I've always found it cute whenever I see children act that way, my younger siblings especially. On a grown man, it's almost funny.
Yes, sir. It could house around 7,000 to 11,000 bottles of wine.
Damn. Alcoholic bitch.
Truly. And the room, how was it built?
For fuck's sake, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. I didn't get to stop the burps. The burps. Hey, can you hear this? ASMR. So fucking disgusting.
The bricks that were used to build the cellar have been carefully picked for the purpose of maintaining and preserving a constant temperature and humidity in the room. It's a good place to keep your private collection in if you have one, sir.
It keeps the corks in good condition.
Oh, love. Didn't you say before that you wanted to make your own personal vineyard? Perhaps you could start one here.
You know we're going to need space for that, darling.
And this isn't big
If
enough?
it's space you're worried about, sir, the Ermengarde mansion sits on a 46-acre lot. There's plenty of room for it. We were told that the original owners had a horse stable built here before, too.
And there's a contemplative expression on Mr. Wright's face, but he doesn't say anything further. His wife, however, seems really pleased that he has started to show interest, if only a little. I smile to myself. I may not completely understand how these people's minds work, but I sure as hell know how to spot a buyer with sincere interest. Score! I can't wait to tell Rose. The rest of the tour goes by without a hitch. After more than half an hour, we're able to cover almost every room in the ground floor and are heading to the parlor. Funny, the first time BRC had us survey the property, I kept complaining to Rose how big it is. Now, I can't even bring myself to care, no matter how much my feet hurt. Maybe this is just my excitement over a possible sale. Is that whispers? Holy fuck. When you reach the parlor, however, an odd feeling washes over me. It started off small goosebumps on my skin, a feeling of being watched intently. Whispers in my ear and shadow dancing, lurking in the corner of my vision. Dark silhouettes that are gone when I turn to look. A chill settles down my spine, making me feel sick, and I start to break out a cold sweat. I can't do this. I need to sit down for a moment. The old ladies in the room have been requesting for a break anyway. If I can just...
Excuse me? Everyone? We will be taking a 15-minute rest here before we visit the first floor. In the meantime, please help yourselves to the refreshments and snacks we've prepared. If anyone has any questions, feel free to approach me. I'd be happy to help you.
I let them sit while I retreat to a quiet corner to recover. It's not what you think. Don't think about it. It's not what you think. I probably just caught because cold. Like, don't think about it. I'm left alone for a good while, the same words spilling out of my lips in a silent prayer, until my hand taps my shoulders.
Hello, you there?
Hello, lady. Miss Wright?
Yes, ma'am?
Oh, look at you! Having to show a group around a mansion this big must be exhausting.
I mean, technically, yes.
Not a problem, ma'am. I'm just doing my job.
What a hard worker!
Isabella, actually. But yes,
Yeah,
what can
sorry,
I help
skip
you
that.
with, ma'am, right?
Please, just Hana. Call me Hana. I just wanted to ask, how soon are we able to move in?
Wow. Move in already? My brain completely... See? My brain completely stops. The sick feeling plaguing me is suddenly gone, replaced by utter bewilderment. Is this a joke? She looks at me expectantly as I struggle to come up with an answer.
Wait, ma'am, you see, but we haven't even negotiated a price yet, ma'am. We haven't even finished touring the rest of the mansion. A sale would be great and all, but...
She stops me for speaking any further and puts a hand on my shoulder. For a moment, with her tight smile, she looks as if she has tasted a particularly sour
Oh,
lemon.
please, sweetie, don't insult me. Money is not a problem.
God, these rich people,
And
man.
just between you and me, this place is better off with us than with some old lady who'll probably just fill it up with cats.
I personally don't think there's anything wrong with having cats here, ma'am Hana. I'm sure there's more than enough space here if you want pets.
I like cats. Perhaps I'm still not feeling well, but really, what's wrong with cats? More importantly, why is she talking about moving in already?
Well, I'm more of a dog person.
I guess that's why.
But you see, this is going to be a gift to my darling. It's going to be our anniversary soon.
Damn. Nice gift.
And it would be so wonderful if you can secure its purchase for us. Why, I can even offer something extra if you help us out with the paperwork.
We actually have a process for this, ma'am. I don't really think that would be necessary or appropriate.
And just what are you two lovely ladies talking about here? Leaving me and our lovely interior designer to talk here by ourselves.
Oh my god, it sounds like a fucking asshole.
What
Anyways.
would the people think, darling?
Oh, it's just small talk, love. I was asking if she could help me with the paperwork.
I try not to wince when her nails dig into my shoulder. I can't help but send an imploring look at Miss McCullough, who only gives me an apologetic smile and a shrug.
Yeah, I can give you a fact sheet and a form to fill out.
She wastes no time in taking the paper from my hand and shuffles through the bunch. Oh man, Rose is going to be so angry at me for letting her do that.
Wonderful. And Marianne, I'd really love to talk to you about those changes. You took some notes earlier, yes?
I did, Mom. But I really hope that this time...
This time? Wait, sorry about the fan. Hold on. Let me just move the fan.
Excellent. Hopefully you can help us out too, Isabel.
Isabella.
Right. It's a lovely name, Isabel.
It's Isabella.
Yes, that's great. We'll be more than happy to put in a good word to your superiors too, and...
Oh, that's rude.
What's this?
A look of confusion and disgust appears on her face. Turning to her husband, he merely shrugs in reply.
That's, an interesting work of art. Not to my taste, though. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
shit. The help me letter.
Darling, Buttercup, art is a complete overstatement for this garbage. It looks like a cheap prop from a D-list horror film.
Shush, love. Let the girl do what she pleases with, what do they call this? Oh, forget about it. At the very least, it's not as dreadful as the one art exhibit I was forced to attend last month.
Really?
You should have seen it, Marianne. Even you would have been appalled. But I'm sure you'll know what to do with all walls once we get started.
I highly doubt it is as bad as you say, ma'am. Nevertheless, you can be assured that my team will only pick whatever suits your tastes. Nothing of this chain letter sort, of course. It has to always work with a palette.
Chain letter.
I'm quite sure chain letters these days don't come in this form.
It's my turn to be puzzled. What do they mean? Rose and I double checked everything. Are the papers I handed not enough? I want to ask what I did wrong. I don't want to make a mess this up. I don't want to mess this up. But with the way Ma'am Hannah is leading the conversation, I'm afraid that exactly what will happen if I do interrupt her.
That's good to hear. See, darling, isn't she an absolute delight to work with? I can't wait to see how this place will look when she's done with it.
Oh, you don't have to tell me that, Buttercup.
A smile is back on her face when she turns to me and hands me a strange piece of paper.
I would still put it away if I were you, though. Otherwise, people might get the wrong impression. Anyway, as I was saying...
I don't hear the rest of what she says after that. I can only stare down at the paper, at the letter in my hands. A sides crinkle in my grip and my breathing grows labored. Dread quickly fills my mind.
Isabella? Isabella? Are you alright? You're looking pale.
Is that Rose? I didn't even notice when Rose group joined us in the parlor. I want nothing more to say that no, I'm not alright. I want to leave this place. Because I remember everything as clear as day. This letter and those blood-soaked limbs in the attic. It's real.
Letter. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Careless, I've been so careless. How do I even tell them that without looking like I've gone mad? Should I even tell them? Hey, there's two choices. I should probably save this, yeah? Anyways, number two. What do you choose? Show the letter to Rose or don't show the letter? I mean, if I show it to her, she's gonna be concerned about me. Or Isabella. Or maybe some other things will happen. But then if I don't show her, then she's not gonna be... Then hopefully if I do show her, she's gonna believe that this letter comes from the manager, not from me. Pick your poison. Wait, maybe if I don't show the letter, then she's not gonna be part of the 5 people who's gonna be inside of this mansion or whatever's gonna happen in the future. I am not gonna show her the letter.
Rose,
The words are stuck in my throat. Wait, what? Again with Marianne? Wait, oh yeah, where's Rose here? Okay, so Rose is not a part of this. Okay. I want to tell her, I really do. But is she going to believe me? Already dismissed me earlier. It's a concussion, she said. It's not. There really is something in this house, in that attic, in that letter, that's going to go after us. Please, believe me.
Dear me, is Isabella alright?
Ma'am Hannah's voice breaks through the haze, beginning to cloud my mind. Rose is looking down on me, worry etched on her features. I didn't even notice when she removed the wrinkled paper out of my hand and pushed me down to sit on a nearby chair. From the edge of my vision, I can also make out Miss McCall asking a passing food server for a glass of water. Through it all, Mr. Wright stands in the sidelines. Although curious, he appears more inclined to watch the scene than help. They are all as likely to believe me as Rose does. To everyone, whatever is in his house is just a house. A cautionary tale for
Isabella,
children.
do you need me to call that ambulance?
She offers me a drink, but I push it away. Shake my head. Isabel got tricked by a chainmail and some Halloween boots. If anything to take my mind off things. Oh, a chain. Oh, now I get what a chainmail is. I'm back, sorry.
No, I'm just feeling a bit out of it. Excuse me. I'll be back.
I'm bowing my head. I mutter a quick apology and gather my stuff to make quick exit. It doesn't matter if this place is haunted or not. I've caused trouble for Rose and be quite unforgiving with the behavior like this. I'm almost at the door when she catches up to me.
Isabella, wait!
The apprehension must have been quite obvious on my face, because her expression instantly shifts to something gentler. Eyes softer and fond smile spreading on her lips.
Hey, I'm not angry.
When you said chainmail, I was thinking of the armor that people used back in the day. But when I think about it, when you say mail, it's just like the people who, like the ones people send like messages, but it's like just scribbles, right? Just random messages or whatever.
I know. I'm sorry I ruined this for you.
Or maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. I have no idea.
Come on, you didn't ruin anything. It's not like we haven't ran into any problems before. If we don't get a deal today, we can always try on a different day. And look.
She hesitates, completely trailing off before shifting her gaze down to her hands. A small gesture to stall. Her fingers are fiddling with a piece of folded paper. It's that stupid letter again. My hands stiffen when she gives it back, but I take it, nevertheless. More as an automatic response than a desire to have it back. Yeah, the ones where if you don't send it to 69 people, you're cocksmall. kind of. Oh! Okay, I guess I was thinking about some other type of messages. I was thinking about those scam messages. I'll throw it away if I can, but I have this nagging feeling that one way or another, it'll find a way back to me regardless of what I do about it.
Rose, this is... You have to let them know about...
Maybe it's actually a good choice that we didn't let Rose see the paper, or she's gonna become one of... I think these are all the guys who's gonna be like trapped in this house or whatever. I don't know.
I know you want us to get this sale so badly, and we've made a lot of plans on how to go about this. I mean, who wouldn't? This is the first time I've been assigned to a property like this. I've sold plenty of houses before, but nothing like what we have here. It's a beautiful house. I'd love to get one of my own if I ever win the lottery. But I think... Look, here's the thing, Isabella. If we are going to do this, work on something, I don't know, this big, I need you in top shape. And the way you are now...
My mind stops.
What? Wait. No, I can still work. I just need to get myself together.
That's what you said earlier. I let it go because I thought, hey, it's your own body and you should know more than anyone how you feel. But after this, I really think you should take a break.
You're kicking me out?
I think it's for the best.
No, I'm not. Look, all I'm asking is for you to take a seat somewhere I can see you, and let me handle this for now.
Just say I'll shake my head. She said money isn't a problem, so just charge 11% of top, and you're good if they die. Then oh well, not our fault.
You're clearly not yourself, and I honestly could use some time not worrying when you'll fall over or not. The day's not even over, and I'm already feeling the stress. Please, humor me just this once.
She clasped her hand together in front of her, eyes pleading for understanding. And I do understand, to some extent. That doesn't mean I don't feel any less awful, whether at myself, at the unlucky turn of situation that has taken, or for her, I don't really know.
I promise I'll give you a full report of what happens after. I'll even let you take the lead tomorrow.
Fine. Okay. I'll step aside for now.
You're upset.
A little, yeah, obviously.
If it's any consolation, I won't tell the boss about today. You know how he is.
Please don't. I don't want a repeat of the lecture I got during my first assignment. He called me a noob, and I don't even know what that means.
What do you mean? What do you mean by maidens can get some nights? The memory we both burst into helpless giggles, earning us strange looks from the guests mulling about the door. Talking and laughing like this, it's easy to forget any mishaps that happened. Little things you learn to appreciate, I guess.
So, are we good?
Think so. I'm still not okay with it, but Rose has a point. It's better for me to step out of this one for now.
I won't be able to help you anyways if I keep getting distracted like this. Maybe I'll just take a walk outside or something while I wait for you to wrap things up.
Please, just stay put. I insist.
I'm not an invalid, Rose.
You clearly have not seen how you looked earlier.
It's not that bad.
Color hasn't even returned to your cheeks yet. Just stay here, all right? Don't even think of going anywhere. Let me finish what I'm doing here, and then I'll take you back to Luxembourg myself to have that minor bump checked. At least wait for me to call someone who will fetch you, okay?
She's gone before I can voice one word of complaint. Left with nothing else to do, I find myself drifting back to the foyer. A few visitors linger in the area, some merely enjoying the afternoon sunlight streaming through the stained glass windows. Others can be seen admiring the priceless antiques decorating the room. One group of elderly, scattered some ways across me, is occupied in a friendly banter about which one would cost more to buy. A little argument here, an occasional laughter and teasing there. I smile to myself. The conversation reminds me of what I've been missing these past few months. Rose is probably right, I do need a break. Maybe this afternoon's hangout will help. Speaking of, I could call Ashhole a few hours early from what I've told him, but he did ask for a call once I'm done. Besides, I don't have a ride back. He offered, so I might as well take it. Or bribe him into giving me one. Not that he'll ever accept the latter. Personal convictions and all. Honestly, if there's something I find admirable in him, despite his tendency to annoy the hell out of me, it's that, well, whatever way works, a free ride is still a free ride. These roses offer, there's Rose's offer too, but despite what she says, I know she'll be busy for the rest of the afternoon, especially without me assisting. Bothering her for a fable as small as this is the last thing I want to do right now. Just call him already. A couple of minutes, a few repairs asking for a decent signal later. Oh, that's why, yeah. Bad reception, I forgot. The call finally connects, and...
Shit! I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Baggers, watch out. Can't beat me.
What?
Shit,
how loud is this thing
Better
even?
not lie. I'm a cool dude. Pretty fly
A
for
sharp
an Asian
ringing
guy.
fills the entire hall. This
Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Baggers, watch out. Can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude. Pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup, I'm Ash from
now
Deluxe
heads
City.
begin to return
Baggers,
to the
watch
search
out.
of source
Can't
mine
beat me.
included.
Looking for
My
trouble?
eyes dart around
Better
to the
not
small
lie.
crowd
I'm a
before
cool
joined
dude.
in a
Pretty
lone
fly for an
figure
Asian guy.
crouched behind the
Sup,
same
I'm
group
Ash from
of all
Deluxe
people
City.
checking out their
Baggers,
difference
watch
moments
out.
ago.
Can't
Can
beat
you
me.
shut the
Looking for trouble? Better not
He
lie.
is facing away
I'm a
from me,
cool dude.
fumbling in
Pretty
something
fly
in
for an
his
Asian
hands.
guy.
And I
Sup,
don't
I'm
need
Ash
to
from
see his
Deluxe
face
City.
to know whose
Baggers,
back
watch
it
out.
is.
Can't beat
Oh,
me.
I
Looking for
recognize the
trouble?
bum Parker
Better not
anywhere.
lie.
The
I'm a
dumb
cool dude.
Parker
Pretty
anywhere.
fly for an Asian
Without
guy.
bothering to end the
Sup,
call, I
I'm
marched
Ash from
towards him.
Deluxe City.
After what
Baggers,
happened
watch
today,
out.
I'm really
Can't
not in the
beat
mood
me.
to deal with
Looking for
this.
trouble?
Of all the times
Better
to...
not lie. I'm a cool
Ashton Frey!
Oh, it's Ashton. That's why it's Ash. What happens next is something I'll surely regret later for having not recorded. What was that? He jumps, lets out an undignified yelp, followed by his phone slipping out of his grip. He bounces from one hand to another in his poor attempt to catch it before ultimately falling flat on the floor with a surrounding clack. I kind of feel sorry for the phone and the floor, but it's not every day that you catch someone like Ash off guard and get a reaction. Damn his stupid detective senses. An awkward pause passes between us. We blink. A cough. He makes a face, and then in a too quick motion he ducks and retrieves his abused gadget, while a grin threatens to break out of my lips. He doesn't meet my eyes when he straightens, but the flesh has crept off his neck and cheeks. In another universe where we haven't known each other for 5 years and suffering through his teasing isn't a day-to-day occurrence, chances are I'd find that adorable, endearing even. Unfortunately, this isn't kind of world. The way things are, I'm already content to see him out of his obnoxious, calm and collected disposition.
Hello to you too, scaredy cat. I could stand to be greeted like a normal person, you know.
What? And miss that look on your face? No way!
And yeah, he looked cool.
Oh man, I
Big
should have
fan.
taken a picture.
I am so honored you find this funny. Is that how you treat your guests? I think I need to talk to your supervisor.
Wait, is that a chain? I remember I used to have one of those. It was like connecting to my wallet so that when somebody takes my wallet, it's just like connected to my belt. Nobody could ever take it. Anyways, I saw.
Talk to yourself. You aren't even a guest here. What are you doing here in the first place?
For a moment, he looks like a cat that swallowed a canary, suddenly checking every nook and cranny in his phone for any damage and scratches. Seems to be a more interesting activity than explaining himself.
Ash,
I could be looking to buy a house.
a mansion?
Yeah, why not? Did you see the view outside? It doesn't look haunted to me at all.
He's messing with me.
Ashton, I am not in the mood. What are you doing here?
He chances a glimpse at some point behind me. The parlor. Curious, I follow his gaze, but before I figure out what has caught his attention, he places a hand on my shoulder and turns me back to face him.
I just finished working on something, so I dropped by.
I still don't see how his work has anything to do with why he's here. At my confused look, he drops a hand resisting on my arm, like he has touched something particularly hot, and casually rubs the back of his neck. Okay, I see a little crushy in here. Ashton likes Isabella, I guess.
And
Cool.
I said I'll see if I can pick you up. Turns out I can.
Ooh.
Free time and all.
Oh, hello there, my fellow simp. Nice to meet you.
So here I am. Figured you'd still be busy, and so I roamed around for a while.
Oh, you should have mentioned that sooner. I was about to throw you out.
Throw me? Hey, I was given a pamphlet. I think that makes me a legitimate client.
We have mandatory sign-in sheets for clients, Ash. I didn't see your name on it. And you can't just roam around because it says open house. Normal people actually follow an etiquette here.
Right, okay. I think I'll just go ahead and...
No, wait. I wasn't really going to throw you out. Rose said... Never mind. I was just about to leave anyway.
Wait, what? Now?
Something must have shone in my face because he pauses and gives me a long, hard stare. Sometimes I forget how easy reading people is for Ash, given how he often looks as if everything around him is a chore. I avoid his eyes, hoping he'll drop the subject and won't ask any more questions. The last thing I want to tell him is what happened, especially the part about the letter. In fact, he's the last person on Earth that I'll ever think about telling it to, if I can help it. Sure, he's a dependable guy. God knows how many times he has helped me, even without me asking for it. But stuff like goes in the supernatural, he'll never believe those even if he hears it from a friend, except maybe if it's Becca. On a good day, the most harmless thing he'll do is give you an explanation why those things have no chance of being real. At worst, he's insufferable. He'll poke fun of you at every single chance he'll get. Asshole. What did I ever do to him? He never does this to Becca or Zach. I can already imagine how things will go down the moment I spill words of what I saw. Nope, over my dead body. Before I catch his attention, I shove the letter deep into my bag.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Let's just go.
Doesn't look like a nothing to me.
Do not ask.
We still have Zach's movie tonight, remember?
It's still early. And didn't you say your shift will end around 5 or 6? What about... Hey, Isabella, wait up!
A rush of air greets me as soon as the main door opens. Not the usual autumn draft, but it's still a welcome change for a stifling atmosphere inside the mansion. Ash's footsteps are quickly behind me, the soles of his shoes thumping hard against the polished concrete in an awkward cadence as he rushes to catch up. He calls out once, twice. The mansion still looms in the background, his ring calling me back, shadows beckoning. I don't look back. He spent the ride back to the Luxburn city in a relatively quiet manner, with only the outrageous disjointed hum in the background to fill the silence. Occasionally, Ash will reach the fill with the until the signal settles or it's on a respectable volume, but otherwise he doesn't say anything, neither do I. However, in a furtive glances he's been sending my ways are signs. I know there are things he's been itching to ask since we left the mansion. I keep my eyes trained in the passing scenery, as I had small hope that my disinterest will dissuade him.
Here.
All of a sudden, he tosses something at me in the small compartment on his side. It hits me cleanly on the chin before I can make a move to catch it. The small package makes a soft landing on my lap instead.
Sorry.
The glare I sent him wipes the smirk about to form cleanly off his face. He clears his throat, focusing on his eyes on the road again. Road again? I swear he did that on purpose. Ignoring him, I flip in. I flipped the half-forgotten package on my lap.
I won't say no to free food, but why are you giving away cereal bars?
I always have one on my person, and you look like you're about to pass out back there. Have you eaten lunch yet?
I don't even get a chance to deny because Ryan Q, my stomach rumbles loudly and empty. Gnawing feeling in my belly becomes noticeable. No surprise there. I did skip breakfast and lunch so I could catch Becca while she was on break. I was hoping to get a small meal after. I guess with everything's going on, I just forgot until Ash mentioned it. It's not like the hollow feeling is new to me though. If anything, it's just one of the things I've gotten used to ignoring over the years growing up. And thanks. Then I tear open the package and start nibbling on the edge of the bar. Apart from the acknowledging nod, Ash doesn't say anything after the small exchange. For that, I'm thankful. After getting an earful from both Becca and Rose, it's nice to be able to sit down with someone who's not going to nag at you.
How'd the open house go?
The usual. We got a bigger crowd than normal because of the property's fame, but really no different from the typical open house. On second thought, it actually looks like a fancy party more than an open house. I've never felt so underdressed in my life. Weren't you there?
I wasn't really listening.
I should have asked someone to kick you out.
No, you won't.
And what makes you so sure?
One, ever since you got assigned to this property, you've been freaking out about it. Rebecca's words, not mine. She's been complaining to me about how you talked your ears off, by the way. Two, despite your initial qualms about the place, you still took the job. Which brings us to three. It's been months since you last settled a deal, and you're short on money right now since you're back to your instant noodle diet.
How do you even know about the last one?
Rebecca. Anyhow, you're hell-bent on selling the mansion. Even if someone you know personally is in the tour group, you aren't going to just kick them out. Every single person who went on your open house is still a prospective client to you. Even me.
He's not entirely wrong. He does have a point. Oh man, I walked right into that one, didn't I?
I hate you. I really hate you right now.
Fall into his trap. His answer is a small laugh. The kind that screams, I'm right, I tell you so. I hate it when he does that.
I'll have you know that there's already someone who's extremely interested in this property. So even if you expressed any sort of interest in it, I don't think they'd be willing to let you have it. Too bad.
Provided I didn't botch it with the rights. Why of all times did I have to screw up like that in front of an important customer, no less? I owe Rose a big apology. I hope she likes free donuts.
You don't seem too happy about it.
I am happy. Doesn't this look like a happy face to you?
Really? And here I was thinking you found another one stuffed in the sofa. Or is it the wardrobe this time?
He meant that as a joke, but how close it is to the truth made my blood run cold and my own heartbeat a heavy weight in my chest. All at once, the letter in my bag feels a whole lot heavier, burdened by my own guilt and apprehension.
Yeah, well, things happened. Stuff the right couple might not be pleased about. No need to make a fuss about it. It's normal in the business.
You made them angry?
Not angry, just stuff happened.
Like?
Things.
Did they do anything? Your clients, the rights, was it?
Can't answer that. At least not without revealing everything that took place in the attic. Change the subject or lie to him. I mean, don't lie to him. I mean, he's probably... I mean, you said it yourself, Isabella, that he can read you like an open book. So even if you lie, he's gonna notice that you're lying. So just change the fucking subject. But then I'm just still gonna say it just to have the option.
You keep asking me about my work, yet you haven't said a single word about yours.
Okay, thanks. See, told you.
That's not fair. Both you and Zach have literally disappeared off the face of the earth.
An over-exaggeration, but changing the subject to something else is still better than outright lying to him. Besides, it never works with him. See? I'm not sure if it's because I'm just bad at it, or because he's just really very good at his job. He doesn't answer immediately, only momentarily shifting a glance over me and returning it back to the road when he has to make a sharp turn. Wait, what is that background sound? It kind of sounds familiar, like an elevator music. The right, Slimao. I guess we know which hand is the... I guess so. I wonder whether... Outside, the sun has already started its descent, casting a vibrant orange glow on the tall buildings. I wonder how long before we reach the venue of Zach's film. Checking the street signs outside, it appears Ash is taking a longer route. Odd, but he's probably trying to avoid a rush hour traffic.
Didn't we just talk a week ago over chat?
That's different. Linking your awful memes in the group chat box every morning isn't exactly a conversation.
Okay, I think Ash is a very likable person with just sending memes. It's pretty cool. And this game is like a couple of years old and they're still sending memes. I guess there's nothing new happening still.
Excuse me, I don't hear you calling them awful while you're laughing at all of them.
Nice.
Shut up! And you aren't answering my question.
That earns him a self punch to his arm. I did laugh at them, but I'm not going to give him the satisfaction of knowing that I find most of them funny. It'll only make his head bigger, stupid Ash.
Alright, lay off on the abuse. Remember that case I mentioned before?
Yeah, that's our man Ash. Fucking asshole.
We've been trying to pin the bastard down, but it required more work than we anticipated. The guy's slippery like that. We got some good lead months ago.
Bounce on you. No. He recounts what he's been doing in the time we haven't seen each other. His usual work, the occasional small investigation, and the big case he's been stuck working on. Stuff he couldn't mention in the brief time we catch each other online. Although most of it are the trimmed down version, only things he can tell. He has always been careful about that. Even the way he spends his answer to my questions, just enough to satisfy my curiosity, but not enough to paint the whole picture. At one point, wait, yeah, I just noticed, Zero, I just noticed why you said my bro, because you said my man. Don't worry, I won't tell anybody. At one point, his voice takes on a strained tone when he mentions something about the big case, but I don't dwell on it much. That's normal, right? I mean, who wouldn't want to be frustrated if you couldn't bring someone to justice because they keep slipping out of your fingers? If I were in his shoes, I'd definitely lose my mind. His stories never cease to be entertaining regardless. If things weren't the way they were back home, maybe I would have considered taking on the same job as him. Well, nope, not really. Mama would never allow that. But the idea is still there. Along with the countless others I've let go, time passes quickly between us in this manner, and before I know it, we've already at the movie house. A small crowd was waiting for in a theater when he arrived. The Live Fest, short for Luxor Independent Film and Theater Festival, attracts a bigger crowd annually, and this year's no different. I've only been there a few indie filming screening with Zach, so I'm not an expert on the matter, but I know that for the people hoping to make a break in the industry, getting your film recognized by a local event like this is already a big deal. Especially for a newcomer like Zach who hasn't even won an award. But, what do you mean, Turtle? Ooh! Yeah, oogaboo, ooh, just getting a confirmation letter Um, just getting a confirmation letter. The festival committee wants to include his movie in this year's lineup. Already puts a grin on his face for weeks. Speaking of the guy, he's impossible to miss. At 6 feet, he appears to loom over the view in most of the movie goers, and with his large build and his heavy voice, there's no surprise when people give him a wide berth as they pass by. It's often easy to mistake him for someone intimidating at first glance. I did, back when I didn't know any better. I feel that guy. Yeah, most people in my classroom or in school think that I'm very intimidating because I just keep my mouth shut and my expression is always not depressed but very serious, and my eyebrows are always together or whatever. That's why always the first interaction with me is oh hello, are you okay, are you alright, or they're asking me in a manner that they're kind of scared with. I think Ash did too. You intimidating as hell, bro. My balls shriveled. No, I mean, at first, what he said. At first glance, you wouldn't think that this guy is funny or whatever. Because there are some people who's like that. They're very intimidating. Then until you meet them, they're oh, they're actually fun to hang out. They're actually funny and very charismatic or whatever. Though to me, I'm not funny. I'm not charismatic. But then, if they hear me talk, I'm a very nice person. But immediately, he sounds very nice. Maybe it's just, in the first glance, he's very intimidating, but I guess he's not.
Oh, there's Zach.
Hey, Zacharino.
Hey, you guys! Long time no see.
Hey, what's up, man? Zach's face lights up with a smile of his own. He moves towards us and with careful steps, taking significant effort to make himself smaller so as to not bump or accidentally hit anyone. Typical Zach. As he nears, Ash casually raises his hands in greetings.
Sup, Z-Man, my main man. What's crack-a-lackin', my homie?
Okay, stop. The awkwardness. If you told me to stay home instead of going to school tomorrow, I'd never leave my house again. Wait, if you told me to stay home instead of going to school tomorrow. Oh, because okay. I think you're just making fun of me now. Somewhere to our left, a girl giggles, and only then do I become aware of my mouth hanging open. I'm almost amazed how Ash can say that out loud with a straight face. Almost. What the fuck is this accent? I know, right? It's kind of confusing as well. Considering his track records, I should be used to it by now. Zach seems to be.
Stop trying to act black, Ashton. And you're the only one who calls me Z-Man.
The Z-Man, my bro, not my man. There's fondness underneath his exasperated tone. Wait a minute. If Ash were to be living in our timeline, he would be cancelled for just doing that, for acting like a black person. I don't know. If this were any other person, he'd likely be offended. Exactly, that's what I was saying. But years of friendship and familiarity have been those words harmless to the other seers, or at least enough for both to take it in stride.
It's been a while, Zach.
I hope you didn't get into trouble again.
Not much to get into trouble lately without you, I'm afraid. I'll let you know if something comes up, though.
Nah, I ended up with chicken down stuck on me last time I agreed. I'd really love at least this year to pass without some sort of accident happening again.
Hey, I take offense to that. It wasn't that bad.
You really have no idea.
A beat passes, and then Zach
Hey,
laughs.
I'm kidding! You know you can always count on me.
Damn, that's my guy right there. This is a story only the two of them are privy. You read that too. Every now and then, Ash will enlist Zach's help on something. Becca and I never really found out what the real deal is with those adventures, as Ash calls it, and both aren't willing to tell Ju to something unspoken agreement. Ash looks like a girl, but that will never deter me. Oh yeah, he actually, oh yeah, I didn't think about it, yeah. He looks like that, a girl who's like very boyish. She insists as if it's Ash. It's likely not something illegal or life-threatening. I tend to believe her on that. I mean, Ash is probably a trap. Like, inverse trap. She doesn't have a dick. She has... Sometimes. Sometimes. Oh well, boss will be boys, I guess. I give Zach a small wave from behind Ash when his attention eventually turns to me.
Bella! Huh? Rebecca's not with you. Is she still sick?
A bit. But she's up and went to work this morning. You know she doesn't listen to anyone that's not Ash.
Yes, she does.
Okay, I can now see what's going to happen. It's like a love triangle between Ash, Rebecca, and Bella. I can kind of think that Rebecca likes Ash and Ash likes our Isabella. Then Isabella, who would Isabella like? Maybe she's lesbian. Maybe she likes Rebecca. You never know. She got thick thighs. Opie and he's surprised.
No, she doesn't. You're literally the only person she'll listen to when she's feeling stubborn.
And it's true. They've known each other for far longer than any of us in the group. Childhood friends and all.
But don't worry, Zach. She's probably on her way here now. She promised she wouldn't miss your movie.
Isabella! Oh, thank goodness!
Hey, who the fuck? Speak. Without warning, a hand grabs me on the shoulder and turns me around.
Becca, you're just in time.
Okay. I had to lean back a little with the way her face is almost invading my personal space, but she places her hand on either side of my head to keep me still. She stares at me intently, concern filling her eyes.
Becca, you're squishing my face.
How are you? Are you alright?
Why wouldn't I be?
I should probably got the news from Rose that Isabella's like being cuckoo.
Rose called me earlier.
See? Those 4 words tell me all I need to know. Since I don't have many living close by, and the only other relatives I have here works on the far side of the country, I gave my company Becca's contact number in case of any emergency. Oh no, a triangle romance story. The truth. I guess so, because they're gonna be fighting. I guess Rebecca's and Isabella's friendship is gonna be ruined. If that happens, if they do tell their feelings. I should have known Rose would call her. Push Becca's hands away from my face. Although she lets go, her eyebrows remain drawn together.
Oh no, everything's good. Rose covered for me at work today.
That's not what I'm talking about. How's your head?
Besides me, Ash snickers. I bite back the urge to elbow him in the place of trying to avoid Becca's hand as she tries to reach out for the said area. I did my best to dodge her, all at once moving to time behind Zach. Sorry for using you as a human shield, Zach.
Oh, it's nothing. I just slipped off a few steps on my way down. I blacked out for a few seconds and had a minor bump, but it's just that.
You blacked out? It's not something to brush off.
Okay, now she's actually... Now I can tell that she's British.
Come on, at least let me check it.
It's extremely minor. You wouldn't even know it's there.
It's probably a dick growing. It's fine.
Isabella, this isn't a laughing matter.
She did look pale when I saw her.
Wow. Thanks a lot, Ashton, you traitor.
Adding salt
I'll get
to
you
the
back
wound.
for this. Just
Nice
you
one,
wait.
Oh my gosh.
What? I'm just saying it as it is. If you mentioned this earlier, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
I'm sorry. Saw her?
Yeah, they arrived together. Bella looked fine to me then. I don't know.
See, 0-0. I think Becca's gonna be jealous. Something crosses Becca's face, but it's gone before I can figure out what it is.
Oh, that's good. At least she didn't have to travel alone, right? At least. Good.
I think Becca's part of the Sus gang. Part of the Nassus and Sushis and Nassus.
See? I'm okay. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't. And I don't want to miss Zach's film.
We can always watch it some other time. Sorry, Zachary.
No, you have to watch it live, man.
No, it's good. But you guys should really keep it down. We're starting to attract some attention.
It's the premiere. The premiere's different, right?
I shoot him and pleading look. Zach's a sensible guy. He'll understand. Please understand.
Not really. But Rebecca has a point. In the end, I think it's your call.
Oh, for heaven's sake!
Please, Becca. I really don't want to miss it.
You're not missing it. We're just moving it on a different day so we can have a...
Look, you guys.
Ash's loud sigh unexpectedly cuts through the conversation. He's pinching the bridge of his nose as he speaks. Something he usually does when he's getting impatient.
If she says she's okay, then there's nothing we can do about it. It's not like we can stop her either. Besides, she's still acting like the same old Isabella to me, if she can still run around like that.
See, Ash is just focused on Isabella.
Why are you taking her side?
Huh, I wonder why.
I'm not. But if she wants to watch Zach's movie with us, I'm not going to stop her. She's probably the one looking forward to it the most.
Ash, that's... You, of all people, should know...
Tell you what, if I notice something amiss with her, I'll take her to the nearest hospital myself. Is that good enough for you?
I already know the answer because Becca's voice voices it out. When at last she releases a deep breath and nods, albeit. How do you pronounce that? God, I forgot how to pronounce that. Albeit with great reluctance, I immediately tackle her into a hug.
Thanks, Becca.
It's always been you with him, isn't it?
Did you say something?
Sus. Yep, sus.
Me? Nothing. Don't mind me.
If you say so.
Very sus, Rebecca.
Okay, guys, showtime's close, so I think I'm gonna get us some snacks. My treat. And then let's head inside. Anyone here has a smaller bill?
I think I do. Hold on.
I pull myself off from Rebecca to get my wallet in my bag and...
What's this?
It's already on Hash's hands before I can even react. Behind him, Becca and Zach are both giving the piece of paper an intrigued look.
No! Give it back!
It's just a paper.
I don't care! Give it!
Looks ancient, too. Why do you keep this around?
I try to reach for it, but he holds the paper above his head. Yeah, Rebecca's mad sus. I've never been particularly sensitive about my own height, but right now I really wish I have the advantage over him.
Don't open it!
What's the big deal? It's not like it's a love letter. I don't see any reason to... Hold on a second. This is. isn't it?
Even if it is, it's not for you.
Okay, now I'm curious.
See, Ash is mad sus as well for Isabella.
I'm telling you, it's nothing like that. It's
Much worse than that. Or actually, no, actually, love letter is much worse than that. The rest of my words are lost when he unfolds the paper. I can't breathe. My head feels stuck in my throat, pounding, threatening to burst out. Vaguely, I know how many hands are trembling at my sides. Clasping them together doesn't do any good. They are still shaking, but I hang on to them regardless. Okay, so the three of them now looked at the letter. So that means... And also, Luke Wright and Hannah Wright also look at the letter, as well as Marianne. So I guess... here's the team, man. Here's the lineup. Time for them to lose. An awful sick weight that has taken its core to my stomach back in the open house returns full force. How do I fix this? How do I fix this? How do I fix this? Someone, please. Today's turning out to be a horrible nightmare.
Send this to 5 people or else. Well, that's interesting.
Guys, I think we should listen to Bella first.
Aren't you a few days early for Halloween?
Ash waves the paper in front of me, giving me a fleeting glimpse of its contents. I don't need to see, I don't want to see. The letters, the words, every stroke written in blood is already embedded in my mind. Maybe I should have just thrown it away when I had the chance. Now wait. I guess we got away since we showed it to more than 5 peeps. I guess so. Yeah, I guess so, because it's like 8 people already. So it can go from over 5.
It's not a prank.
Though then maybe that means that some people may die. Hopefully not though. I wouldn't like that. It makes all of them stop. Even I am surprised on how steady my voice is.
What did you say?
This isn't a prank! I saw something!
Hold on. Are we still talking about this paper? Or is it about the urban legend again?
Both. I know it sounds ridiculous.
You're saying this is a primitive version of a chain letter, and now that we've seen it, we're now cursed. You've got to be kidding me.
Well, he's basically explained it all.
See? This is why I didn't want to tell you guys.
Isabella, aren't you taking this a bit too far?
It's not a joke! Will you guys listen to me first? I saw something in the house earlier. It stood right in front of me.
Okay, well, Isabel did tell that Zach is a very sensible guy, so maybe he will listen to Isabella, and Ash is, of course, likes Isabella, so he will listen. I don't know about Rebecca.
If I hadn't gotten away, that thing might have...
Right. And in broad daylight, Isabella. Even someone gullible would find the logic in that screwed up.
There's also no way in hell that this supernatural shit is true.
But it's real! What do you think I saw?
Holy fuck, her eyes, dude. Look at Isabella's eyes. It's like lizard eyes.
A hallucination? A delusion? Didn't you say you fell down some stairs? So maybe Rebecca's right.
It happened after, when I was trying to get away. I almost got stuck in the same room with that thing. We're all in danger. I thought you were my friends. Why don't you believe me?
We are, and you know that. But this thing and that thing has got nothing to do with the other. When Rose called earlier, I thought she's just exaggerating. But based on what I'm seeing right now, maybe it's better if we really postpone this for now.
Don't bother.
Without another word, I snatched the letter out of Ash's hand and stuffed it back in my bag with more force than necessary. I'm tired. I got cursed, saw a ghost, probably lost a sale, got kicked out of an open house I'm supposed to be hosting. My own friends won't believe me. and all of them thinks I'm crazy. To top it all off, there's a dull ache at the back of my head begging for a little attention. Can't afford to give it. Can't afford to give right now. Honestly, there's only so much a person can take within a single day. I just want to go home, curl up in my bed, and never think about today. But before I can take a single step away from the group,
Guys!
Zach rarely ever raises his voice, even when there's a point he wants to drive home. And hearing him take on the tone completely throws me off. Even Ash and Becca, whatever harsh words yet to come out of the argument, immediately die on our tongues.
Why don't we all calm down first? I'm sure Isabella has her reasons too. No need to be hard on her.
No.
And hey, ain't this supposed to be a happy get-together?
Exactly.
We haven't seen each other for months. I'd really love to know what y'all have been up to. I only ever get to talk to Bella over chat. Please.
He has a point. Oh my god, look at that fucking strumming in the background. It's nice. Lovely. As for all his attempts to look cool and distant, has also been looking forward to this. He even took the time to call this morning for a reminder. He never does that. Becca too, I'm pretty sure that's another reason why she got out of bed today. Yet despite Zach's attempt to lighten things up, or Ash's and Becca's, what is this, acquiescing? I don't know, sorry if I fucked that up. Gestures and tightness in my chest remains. I should have just kept it to myself, or at least went with the idea that it's a prank. If I did, things might not have turned out the way they had. No sour mood, no bad vibes. Careless, so careless. Vibe check, basically. I mean, like, this is not even a fucking choice anymore. Of course we're gonna be staying for that movie. See? But then, of course, Rebecca's gonna be angry because she thinks that we're cray-cray. But this is something special to Zach, something he worked so hard to bring to life. I should know better. I might be having a bad day, but being with a few people I care about far outweighs the idea of spending the rest of the day throwing a tantrum alone in my room. And what if the thing in the attic follows me home? I don't want to be left with my thoughts either. I can still see it whenever I close my eyes. And maybe if I stay, let our heads cool down first before telling them what happened, you'll listen to me. There's nothing you can solve with a calm head. One step at a time, Isabella. That's what Mama used to tell me. Besides, I don't have the heart to ditch Zach. A smile is a back on my face when I look back at them.
If we keep arguing here, we're going to miss the first few minutes.
Alright, that's the Isabella I know.
Oh,
Nice.
good. I thought for sure you were going to cry.
This time I really do send an elbow straight to his stomach. So with Ash, being vertically challenged has its perks too.
What was that for?
Stop calling me a crybaby! I'm not one!
Aw, don't cry.
Stop it!
Okay, scaredy cat then.
That too! If you repeat that, I swear I'll...
Let's just go.
Wow, Rebecca's just angry. Why is Rebecca angry? Being close to Ash or me not going back home? I mean, I guess both. Without another word, Rebecca goes inside. She doesn't even stop to wait for us when I call after her. Ash and I exchange looks at that. The same question likely swimming inside our minds. Did something happen at school after I left? Is she having a bad day too? I'll try asking her about it later, I guess.
So, you guys go catch up with her. I'll go get us the food I promised.
Cookie Zach.
But you'll miss it!
Didn't you say watching a movie without food ain't fun? And it ain't like I haven't seen it. I made it, remember?
He's telling the truth.
I'll be in there soon.
Gotta have some snackies with the movie. One friendly tap on my shoulder and then he's gone. A few moviegoers are still milling about. Some are still waiting in the line tickets, but otherwise most of the crowd are already inside. There's nothing much for us to do here now. Not a word to protest comes from me and when Ash gestures for the two of us to head inside.
And then? Are you sure it wasn't one of the cleaning crews?
Wait, are those chains in their necks? Oh, it's probably a documentary from Zach, I guess.
Absolutely sure.
Somehow, halfway through the movie, the conversation steered towards what happened in the mansion. To be fair, Zach was the one who brought it up again in his own movie's premiere. Now, the film's just serving as a background noise while we're speaking in hushed tones, careful not to disturb anyone inside the small hall. Well, except for Ash. I just hope we don't end up arguing about it again. We'd all get kicked out for sure. Though, with how loud Ash's voice is, he'll probably get thrown up the way before any arguments happens. Only Becca still remains engrossed in the movie, completely ignoring us. She's been quiet for the whole evening, speaking only when referred to. If I don't know any better, I think we did something to it that offended her. Did we?
And then I ran. You heard what happened after.
I still think it's something else.
It was standing right in front of me, Ash.
Sooner or later, Ash is gonna see that whatever that thing is, that corpse. He's one of the smartest people I know, but geez, he should learn to listen. But plus, didn't he say he doesn't believe in these things? Why is he in this conversation again?
I heard what you said, but it's a small room. There are a lot of things someone else could have done there without your knowledge. If I could see it up close, maybe I can...
I am not going back there.
Yeah, same here. Oh, Tara's looking behind me.
Ain't that a problem if you're hosting an open house?
Rose does the first floor tour.
I ain't sure ghosts can be restricted to one room, Bella.
Tara, I'm just shooting behind me because I'm actually scared as well.
There are no ghosts, Zach. Stop putting useless ideas in her head.
Yeah, but I was thinking, maybe all the house needs is a blessing. Wasn't it left uninhabited for years?
Oh, the house did change hands over the years, from one distant relative of the Ermengardes to another. None of them bothered to live in it though, and it remained the way up until its current owners decided to sell it. Why didn't I think of that?
I didn't peg you as the religious type, Zach.
Nothing like that, Ash. Who knows, though? It might bring something positive to the place.
Yeah, wow, well, very optimistic is that.
That's not a bad idea. I just don't know where I could find someone.
You're not seriously considering his suggestion, are you?
Do you have a better idea?
I know where. I could contact him for you if you want.
You'd do that?
Or we can find you a psychologist instead.
These people. There are very few times in my life when I wish my glowers can kill. This is one of
Ash,
those.
that is not a very appropriate thing to say right now.
No, wait, that's not what I meant. Ethnographer. I meant ethnographer. This guy's a psychologist too, of course, if you...
Ashton, if you don't stop...
Rebecca knows the guy I'm talking about too. She can vouch for him.
Becca tears her eyes away from the screen at the mention of her name.
What? Oh, are you talking about Professor Andrew? He used to work with my parents at the university. And can you guys keep it down?
Sorry,
Okay, Mom.
Scaredy Cat here mentioned curses. Not that I'm saying this is one. But talking to him is a better solution for me than getting a random priest to bless an old house. He'll even help you figure things out, teach you a couple things. And probably put your fears to rest, since this looks to be bothering you a lot.
Ash might be right too, however, what Zach suggested is something I'm more familiar with. Granted, they don't believe me, they're only giving me these suggestions to put my mind at ease. But it's better than being ignored or being laughed at. I can take comfort in knowing they are willing to hear me out.
So, what do you think?
It's your call. We'll go with whatever you want.
I don't know.
Huh. I mean, there's two types of people: people who think and the people who feel. And I think Isabel's one of the type who would feel to see a priest because he's very religious, and of course she's a Filipino, so she's a Roman Catholic. I mean, she can be a Filipino and not a Roman Catholic, or she can be whatever religion she wants to. I would. Oh, fuck. Good. I mean, I want to see the priest. Yeah, I'm going with the
I'll
priest.
think about it. But maybe we could go with Zach's idea?
No, we're on Zach's. Nice.
I'm not so sure about that.
Well, it wouldn't hurt to try, right? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. At least we did something than just stand around. I'll let you know when he's available, Bella.
Thanks, Zach. I knew I could count on you.
Guys, I said keep it down. You keep insisting that we still watch it. You're not even paying attention yourselves.
I mean, Becca's spitting facts.
It ain't a big deal, Rebecca. I'm the one who broached the subject in the first place.
It's still your film, Zachary. A good film, mind you. You worked hard on this. The least we could do is watch it with you.
And that's what you're all doing. I really appreciate all of you making time for this.
Sorry, Becca. We'll stop now.
I throw her out an apologetic look, even if Ash is the only one who should be reprimanding, but her attention is already back on the screen. She's ignoring us again. When Becca's acting this way, there's a big chance something's snagging at her. We really need to talk. We all fall into a comfortable silence after, the kind only you can share with people you're most at ease with. For the first time today, the letter lays forgotten in my bag, if only a few hours. Night falls. Night has fallen by the time we exit the movie house. Despite the late hour, the streets are still bustling, full of people. Those about to head home, those set to meet someone, even those simply wandering about. Walking to see unfamiliar souls, it strikes me how easy it is for one to get lost in a city of nondescript as Luxborn. I was afraid too, at one point, back when I was new and had set foot in this place. Now with familiar faces walking with me, it feels a little like home. Zach and Ash bid us goodbye shortly because Becca and I crossed to the other side of the street. The former claiming he's got a few freelance jobs to take care of because of the day ends. And Ash? Who knows? She never tells. Sometimes he'll just randomly appear at your doorstep, looking for a place to crash. He does that to Zach a lot, much to the latter's frustration. But he's a busy guy too, in spite of the laid-back air he gives
Thanks
off.
for today, everyone!
No problem, Zach. I'm sorry for what happened earlier.
Oh god, there it is again.
Huh?
A sensation. Cold, sickening, drowning, my chest tightening, breathing becoming labored. I can taste blood in my mouth. The edge of my vision blurs. In the distance, I missed the countless nameless people going about their lives. A voice reaches out to me. Help me. Pleading even as I clench my eyes tight and clasp my hands over my ears. Whispering and whispering and whispering, calling out, help me, please.
No, not me.
Help me. Somebody.
Isabella? Earth to Isabella?
At her voice, the whole world suddenly snaps into place. The murmur's gone. When I open my eyes, Mika raises an eyebrow at me and I question.
Weren't you listening? Are you coming with me?
Are you with us? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just, okay. Sorry, I spaced out.
You always do that.
I follow her without complaint, but not before sneaking a glance to the far end of the street where the voice came from, where another set of eyes might be staring at me. Nothing. There are only Zack and Ash watching over us as we head back to where Becca parked her car. If I'm expecting to see something or someone there, I try not to let it show. Trying to think of a tiny pinpricks of fear crawling at the pit of my stomach.
See you guys some other time.
Bye bye, Zack.
Yeah, see ya.
If someone asked help while whispering, I'd be like, bitch, if you're whispering then you're already near death. So, night, bye bye. Aw, I mean, no, I would still call the ambulance. They're gonna live. And maybe I could get half of the pay that they're gonna be getting. We're gonna be paying the hospital. Because as my commission, I did the call for the ambulance. Can I have part of it? At least 10%? I'm joking. Okay, I don't know what I saw. I don't know what I heard. I don't know what to know. And if this is what would help me sleep tonight, what would get back that normalcy? Normal? What? In my life, then so be it. Normalcy in my life, so be it. October 22, Saturday? Was it Saturday? Fuck. Darkness closes around me, grasping, pulling, and engulfing me. The ground caves in, and without warning, I'm falling. Oh, this is a nice room. Though, then, of course. I mean, I would say that this is a nice room. It's very comfy. Because of all the fucking trash. Though, not the underwears and all those things. For an instant, it doesn't immediately register where I am. While my back and shoulders ache after I've fallen asleep all hunched up the night before, drenched in sweat, the nest of pillows I often keep around me feels more suffocating than comforting. I let my eyes adjust to the bright morning light streaming through my window and allow my breathing to slow down before untangling myself from the pile. I haven't had a single dream since coming to Luxport, or at least none I can recall having. It's a shame because they used to be so vivid. Not the crazy vivid, but the more pleasant kind I tell my siblings about. Maybe it's just a stress that living alone. Knowledge that I'll always wake up in an empty apartment with no one to tell the stories to.
What time is it?
Habit forces me to look over at the clock, even with the soreness weighing heavily on my shoulders and the compulsion to never leave my bed for the day. In a heartbeat, I'm up.
Oh man, of all the times to oversleep! Towel? Towel? Where's my towel?
Admittedly, it's a weekend, as an unspoken rule that entitles me to extra hours of sleep. But if Rose didn't kill me yesterday, she would as hell will now. The night after what happened, oh Lord, one box of donuts, as peace offering wouldn't be enough the second time around. Grabbing my towel, already a few short steps away from the bathroom, and when a muffled ringing breaks out of my bag, there's a moment of indecision. At first, my mind conflicted whether I should just ignore or answer it. But what if it's Rose? Or worse, our boss? Ah, sheesh. Sheesh! God, my throat fucking hurts, man. In the end, the rational part of my brain wins out. The letter from yesterday peeks out when I pull the device out. Don't look at the letter, please. Just the sight of it is enough for me to be in a foul mood, and it takes every force of my will for me to ignore it in the favor of answering the call. The caller ID reads Mama. Oh, we're gonna be listening to our mom. Maybe I should do a Filipino accent. It's around 4:45 p.m. in the Philippines right now.
That's an unusual time for them to call.
Usually, it's around noontime here and I'm the one calling, not the other way around. Better for them to use the money on something else than an international call. Regardless, in the most truthful tone I can gather.
Hello? Grace? How are you?
Wait, yeah, you have a voice. Never mind.
Mama! I'm doing okay. How are you guys over there?
We're good. EJ won a storytelling contest at school the other week. Brought home a medal. I thought you should know.
God, I miss those days where you just join competitions to just get a medal, even though you're like third place, second place, first. Well, of course you're gonna get medal in third place. Anyways, there's a tired lilt in her voice as she speaks. It's been there since Papa had to leave his job. I wish there's something I can do for her. But from miles away like this, the least I'm able to do is not make her worry. If only my older brother would actually lend her a hand. If only my older brother would actually lend her a hand. But Lord knows if that'll ever happen. Odds are, Kuya Jordan's already out drinking right now. Okay, by people who don't know, Kuya means older brother. Like, so basically, I'm not gonna say this. Okay, I'm not gonna say that word. It's like Japanese for older brother. The oni. No, I'm not gonna say it. Anyways, Kuya Jordan's already out drinking right now. Again. I can't count on my older sisters either, knowing she has a family of her own and, well, ate. Now, ate means older sister. Ate Anne's financial situation isn't exactly great right now, having run herself knee-deep in debt.
Great! That's great! Tell him congratulations from me. And let him know I'm gonna send him a little something extra this Christmas. How about Nico? Karen? Michael? I hope they're okay?
Ha! I said it. Wait, you know that's her too? So she told you that already? Get demonetized? Ow. Oh, the Oni, okay.
They're doing well. They wanted to talk to you, but they're all busy with school.
I can get away from it. Aniki. There you go. I didn't say the Oni. Oh, okay. And also, Oni is like a demon, right? Or a demon or a troll? I don't know. If I remember correctly, I guess.
Oh no, that's fine. I don't want to bother them. Just tell them to keep doing their best for me. I'll just call. And Papa? How's Papa doing?
Papa? Si Papa. It's a subject I've been hesitant to broach. From the way Mama's voice hitches, she doesn't want to bring it up either.
Papa. Grace, he's having a little difficulty right now. Weak appetite, he's having trouble swallowing, and lost a few pounds.
I am having hard... Okay. I'm not gonna say that.
But the doctor said we should keep encouraging him. It just means his body's accepting his new treatment well. The money you sent last time helped a lot to pay for it, by the way.
Oh, I see. That's good.
I won't deny that life has gotten tougher in our family. It used to be easy back then. Papa was in good shape. But ever since he was diagnosed with a sickness 5 years ago, he had been unable to provide for us. Now the burden of feeding 8 mouths and selling Papa's bills all the rest of my shoulders. God. It always happens. Okay, 02, what is this? No fucking shot. I'm checking it out. What is this? Bison looks rather obedient. Wait, who? Me or Isabella? And what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? We can't even expect help from our own government because of the health insurance there barely covers anything. Yeah, yep.
I'm sure he'll get better soon. Is he well enough to talk? Do you think I'll be able to speak to him, Ma?
Silence. I started to think that the call got cut until...
Listen, Grace. Maybe it's better if we transfer Papa to a different hospital. Somewhere cheaper?
What? Why? Did something happen? Is it the deposit issue again? Give me the hospital's number. I'll talk to them.
No, it's nothing bad. The service here is good. Too good. Even the doctors. But I'm worried you're working yourself to the ground because of it.
Okay, Zerzo, what's with that smug face? I'm watching you. I'm watching you.
Mama, we've been through this before. I want the best for Papa. And don't worry about the bills or the medicine, or me for that matter. I can handle myself. Everything's going well here. In fact, we're about to close a large sale.
They're saying Papa wrong. I'm kidding. If not, oh God. If not, then I'll find another way. She doesn't need to know that. Sorry, Mama. You taught me not to lie, yet look at what I'm doing. White lies.
I'll have money to send over soon to cover the rest of Papa's treatment. And there's more than enough for Karen, Nico, Michael, and EJ's school tuition too.
Thank you so much, dear. I appreciate it. We all do. But I just wish you'd come home to us soon.
Ah. Kailan ka uuwi? Wait, let me translate. When will I get home? When are you coming home? DJ, the youngest, used to be the only person asking me that. How do you respond to a question you don't have a definite answer to? 5 years later, and I still can't give them a straight one. I smile through Mama can't see it. I smile though Mama can't see it. I fight to keep my lips from quivering, my voice from shaking. She's got enough on her plate as it is. No need to weigh her down with unnecessary concerns.
Promise me you'll be there to welcome me when I do, okay?
Of course. I'm sorry, Grace. I need to take this for a while.
There's a small commotion on the other end. The sounds of gates opening, the voice of the child, EJ, talking excitedly about his day at school, tapping of feet on the floorboards as he runs. It's been years since I went home, but I can still picture the whole scene in my mind. Aw. How tall is he now? Are the neighborhood kids bullying him now that I'm not around? Did Mama rearrange the furniture in the living room again? God, my mom always does that as well. What are they having for dinner today? I miss them. I miss them so much.
It's okay, Ma. I need to go too. I've got work today. I'll call again soon, alright?
On a Saturday? Oh, never mind. Take care of yourself, dear. I love you.
I love you. Bye.
Long label. Joke. In ends with a soft click, leaving half-truths and empty promises hanging in the air. Closing my eyes for a moment, I take a deep breath and shake away the thoughts beginning to swim inside my head. It's pointless to mull over these things right now.
Okay, Isabella. Time to get that mansion sold.
Unfortunately, before I can take a single step away from my phone, it rings again. It's probably Rose, because you've been in a call with your mom for like 5 minutes. Now you're so late. No doubt Mama forgot to say something.
Mama? Did you forget anything?
Oh, see, it's
Excuse
Rose.
you? I'm too young to be your mom. Are you still sleeping? Hold on, never mind that. Get yourself in the office. Hurry!
Office? What about the open house? Oh no. Is it Sir John? Did he hear about yesterday? Am I in trouble?
Probably, yeah.
God, oh God, oh God! I'm gonna get yelled at, aren't I? What do I do? I'll buy you an extra box of donuts if...
No, it's nothing like that. Will you calm down?
Let's turn into fat fucks. Give them donuts.
Get yourself here, alright? I'll tell you everything then.
There's a telltale din and several feet shuffling against the wooden flooring, and an indistinct yelling in the background before Rose cuts the connection. That isn't in any way comforting, but it's enough reason for me to hastily discard my phone and finish my shower in record time. Okay, I need to go now. I'll just continue in the next stream. My fucking throat hurts so much from all that fucking talking. God, I should not be awake right now. I'm gonna be out for like 4 hours now. Well, anyways, did I save it already? Okay, I did save, so yeah, I guess time to quit. I'll keep the background noise. So yeah, I'm gonna see you guys on the next stream, and this is the letter. Hope it was fun, because it was sure as hell fun, even though there's many dialogues and now my throat is like aching. I need to fucking sleep. Anyways, bye bye. Bye guys. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's taking me a while to like close the stream.